no!
What is up, everybody? I did not stream yesterday because I only slept 5 hours, so we have like 2 days of content to catch up with here. Alright, they added Theseus. He is pretty good. I haven't tested him a lot. We will do that today once we're done with the event stuff. I got him to 10, 10, 10, NP5, all that kind of stuff. He seems good though. He's got damage. He just doesn't have any survivability. Just like no evade, invulnerability, guts, nothing like that. So that is an issue, but he does seem to have good damage. But before we get into that, let's get this event rolling here. Yep, no Asterios, animation update, buff, anything. Kinda sucks. Alright. What are we in for today? Probably Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon nonsense. Did the horse outlive its master? How does that work? Some special ability where he can stay materialized or something? They don't buff units much anymore. They really only do it on the anniversary, which is, I think, a huge mistake. Because the rate of new units that get added and then units that are still out of date and stuff like that is too great. So with the number of units they buff on the anniversary, they can't keep up. And so the buff situation gets worse and worse every year. Because they're adding more new units than they're buffing old units. So like the math here just doesn't work out. And plenty of the new units they add need to be buffed. So yeah, it sucks. They need to buff more. I do not understand why they buff so rarely. It's really stupid. And I feel like a big part of it is they're so bad at running this game. The management is so bad that they can barely keep up with the bare bones stuff they give us. So there's just no room to do anything else. I think that's a huge part of it. And then they also are big on, oh yeah, you all can't see chat. Hold on, let me fix that. Actually, the bot might just be fucked. Let me see. Well, there's that one. That's not the one we normally use. That one's harder to read. Trying to figure out what happened to the other chat here. Okay, there's chat versus FGO. We don't want that. Huh, I think I might have accidentally deleted it. Because I don't see it here. What the hell? Well, we might have to use, this other chat window for now. It is harder to read. But it'll have to do. Yeah, that's strange, though. I don't remember touching my OBS. So I don't know why my chat thing is gone. Huh. I'm just double checking to make sure I'm just not like seeing it and I have it turned off. But no, for some reason our normal chat window is just gone. Like it's not on my OBS at all. Like it's just been deleted. That's so weird. I don't remember touching OBS at all. I tell you, OBS honestly drives me nuts. It like constantly resets your sound settings and things like that for no reason. Like anytime you update your drivers, OBS just freaks the hell out. And now for some reason our chat's gone. Yeah, the chat we have now is like kind of readable, but it's I don't like it as much as like Moobot. I'm just like, I'm confused. I don't get why one of my OBS tabs would be gone, and I'm just like triple checking that I'm not just missing it, but like I absolutely don't see it. I'm so confused right now. Oh, OBS, why are you like this? I feel like every time I turn it on, like just something goes wrong. Well, whatever. We'll just go with this for now. All right. Not a Grail front yet. Oh, you have to bring him though. All right. I mean, we'll show off Theseus soon. My rolls for him did not go that well, to be honest. I had to use more SQ than I wanted. But when a new 3-star comes out, I kind of have to get them, so... Just is what it is. I think we're about to have a Chin Gong moment. I mean, this stage is probably not worth... like, really doing anything with. It's probably just a complete joke battle. Either way, I hate 4-story supports. Like, Tom's cool, but if I want to use Tom, I want to use mine and not their stupid one. Hell, that's what I'm gonna do. Perfect. The only thing, you know what, just to be a dick, I'm gonna use their CE. So mine's just better than theirs in every way. Because like that CE has an event bonus, but theirs has 0 stats. Like somehow they have a craft essence with no stats on it. Where mine has stats on it. And then mine's limit broken. Their Tom has no bow items, mine does. Theirs is level 80, mine's 90. Theirs is 888. Like, are you kidding me? Mine's 10. So I'm just gonna show them up here. Because I rolled for both 3-stars though, look at all these craft essences I got. So if I want to farm the event, it's super easy, but the event is not actually that hard to clear the shop, so it's not really worth doing, unfortunately. 300% bonus damage. Yeah, 888, the classic. I don't know why they do that. Like, just make the story support scuffed. I guess in their minds, it's like, oh, you want to get them yourself so you can see them at their best. So, like, trying to, like, frustrate you or something. But I think it just makes the unit look dumb. You, like, advertise the unit at its best, if that's what you're trying to do it for. And if you do it for story reasons, then it really doesn't make any sense. Oh, is there a time limit here or something? A little loud in the game there. Yep, there's a 5-turn time limit. Oh, right. I brought a level 65 Chin Gong on accident. Fuck. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, just fuck this game. Like, the story support Tom got every card. So I've got the wrong Chin Gong, and then all those Tom cards were all the support one. That's so stupid. I think there's been a couple of times they've done story supports that are actually set up properly, although they've never done story supports with faux items and that kind of thing. No, he's not Nero. He doesn't look anything like Nero. I don't know why anyone would. Like, they don't even have like, yeah, his hair is kind of on the blonde spectrum, but it's not even like remotely like Nero's. Their art style is extremely different. Their like posture and everything is completely different. They really have nothing in common. He has, like, other than I guess both being saber, but he has a club or a mace. Like, his hair is like, you know, very light blonde. It's like hay or whatever they call it. All right, there we go. Level 1 Shingon. Yeah, he does look more like Wadim. Different art style, big time though. But yeah, definitely more like Wadim. How do you think Theseus stacks up? I haven't tested him a lot. We'll do that today though. I think he's fine, but I mean, he has no survivability. Like, it's actually getting kind of annoying. Every fucking saber that's low star, like, plays exactly the same, to be honest. Like, with the only exception where, like, Bedivere gets his NP faster off the rip than the rest of them. But they're all the same. They're all high damage, no survivability. Every single one of them is like that. It's like, why can't we have a saber that's more like Ushi? Fergus is AoE. Like, if Fergus is single target, that'd be great. But, like, they're literally all the same. You're 5 steps behind, chat. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna grab the buff from him, so I can do that. Only one card. This is almost exactly like the prior hand, except I've got one card, and it's the worst card from his deck. Just cannot get an opening hand here. Jason is also AoE. Yeah, I guess his S2 does buff it, doesn't it? Honestly, I'm about to reset again. I so annoyed at how dumb these opening hands are, but it's not gonna matter. It's not. I don't think 4 turns will end us. There's no reinforcements or anything. Save the attack up. Yeah, you can give any unit survivability, don't you fucking say it, but with a Guts CE and your Mystic Code, but, you know, giving that to a unit like Ushi or Ku, Robin Hood, you know, is way better because then you have even more. But it is annoying that every single budget, like, boss nuking saber has the exact same problem. Like, every single one of them. Like, can we please do something different here? But at least they've got Buster Quick Art now. I think Theseus will be really good for free-to-play players if they're summoning their friend's Castoria. If they're not, I don't really see him being better than... what'd you call it? Bedivere. I do 2 Busters? Nah. Let's see if we can kill here. We got the crit. We got a bunch of attack ups. Oh yeah, not even close. That's like 200k on that Buster, or like 150 or something. Probably 150. You can get better very easily in P5. My man, what year do you think it is? I think Lancelot is definitely better because Lancelot has an upgraded NP. Lancelot has higher default stats. Like, yeah, if you grail them both to their maximum or stop at 100 or 120, Theseus does catch up, but Lancelot's still ahead by enough that I think Lancelot definitely is better. Not that Theseus is bad, right? Like, I think he's fine. I mean, we'll test him. We'll see if he impresses. And I'll say this about Theseus. What is, I guess it's hatching. Theseus is 1000% worth it, especially for free to play, right? Because obviously if you got like an NP5 sitting master or you know, 5-star saber or whatever, maybe not. But for free to play, if you're fighting in his niche, right? Because he's got anti-giant and anti-demonic beast. There's not a lot of demonic beasts, but if you're fighting in one of those or both, which is pretty much Asterios only, but then he's worth it, right? Like he can destroy Minotaur and Asterios, and even if they are just demonic beast, and then they're a berserker or a lancer, or they're giant and they're a berserker or a lancer. Like if it's Darius, if you got a Darius challenge quest, Theseus will fuck him up, right? Big time, right? Huge damage if you need it, because there are some boss fights where like the boss has 5 health bars, but each health bar is only 100k. So you don't need like these big 400k hits or whatever. It just doesn't matter. But I'm sure as time goes on, there will be main story fights, challenge quests, where you fight a lancer or a berserker that's a demonic beast or a giant, and I think he will do really well there, right? Darius is not a demonic beast, but he's a giant. But anyway, so because he doesn't need both, he just needs one. But if you get both, you do even better. But anyway, that will come up. That's something. But I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do that. Like I don't think he's bad. I don't think in any way he's bad. But I don't think he's like replacing Bedivere for the most part, unless you're using Castoria. But you could be using Veach or Merlin or whatever for Bedivere as well. So, but we'll see. I actually forget what his mats were. I got him into 10-10-10 right away. I didn't really pay attention. I think there were a lot of hero proofs, like a lot of hero proofs. So he's one of those. Hopefully we'll actually, you know, see Poseidon again someday. Somehow my playlist killed itself. I'm so confused. That song was not even playing for my playlist. That was just random from YouTube. Good song though. Trying to fix this here. Okay, do you want to hatch there, buddy? So chat, I really don't like the fruit lady. I don't mind her design or anything, and like I don't know if she has a voice actress yet. I don't mean that. I mean like just the way like they're making her a fruit, and like kind of it's just like why, right? Like why can't we just be normal for God's sakes? I was saying like on Discord a while ago, and I think this is a very fair comparison. This is kind of like if they did an event and it's kind of like oh Abzu is trying to reunite with Tiamat, and it's a whole thing, and then it's like, oh no guys, it's not Abzu, it's Beethoven, and he just looks like Abzu kinda. Just kidding, right? Like why? Like it's just, why can't you be normal, right? I don't see what we gain out of doing weird shit like this. It's like them trying to be creative just to be creative, or subvert expectations just to subvert expectations. It doesn't feel inspired or reasonable or logical, right? It's just like, oh, look at this thing, but you didn't see this coming. I mean, the best comparison, I don't think is even Britomart. I think it's Van Gogh. There's literally no reason to fuse the fucking nymph child from like a Greek story with Van Gogh, the most like famous painter that's ever lived, right? Like what? Like that's so ridiculous. And like they don't even use Van Gogh at all. They just like tarnish his paintings, and it's pure nymph kitty. Like it's just stupid. Like why even like why not just make the character the nymph? Like why the Van Gogh that we have, right? Just cut the paintings because it's absurd including all that. But like, just make that kind of design, that kind of space bullshit design that they did, right? And just make it the nymph, right? Why does it need to be Van Gogh, air quotes, massive air quotes? Like, why? And like, I feel like they just do it for like the shock value during the event. There's no like long-term like artistic integrity connected to these kinds of things that they do. It feels very bankrupt to me. By the way, what is this? Like, why do we have a giant crystal cannon? Like where did this come from? Is this the Stormborder? I don't think so, because it looks literally nothing like it. Is this the library? That's like the only thing I can think of is that's just the library. Great, the sound is tied to the music. Oh, the two versions of Tom used their NPs. We're having a Dragon Ball Z moment. The thing is, there is no story connection between the nymph and Van Gogh. They just made it up. They were just like, oh, they went to someone Van Gogh and he said no, and then she like inherits his saint graph. They could like, that's so arbitrary. It could have been Bach and Butch Cassidy. You know, you make Bach instead of Van Gogh and Butch Cassidy instead of the nymph. It's just totally random. It has nothing to do with anything. Right? They could have connected any characters like that in some bullshit story, right? They contrived the whole thing around it to make it happen, and it doesn't make any sense. There's no reason for it, right? It's just, you know, it's just such a bait. And the same for this. I don't see any reason to make this character a fucking fruit. And I'm not like trying to insult the character. She is literally a fruit. I'm not saying this as some kind of slur. She is just a fruit. And I'm like, okay, so what are we gonna do? Summon Bolg as a waifu now, right? Is that where, you know, Excalibur? Like, I don't know. This is just nonsense. It's like, I just feel like Type Moon just will do anything to be weird, you know, just to like mix things up, opposed to like making, you know, interesting story beats or interesting character interactions or an interesting setting, right? They just always do these like stupid character fake outs, and they do all these like weird things that when you really think about it, it's like, why would you actually write this way? Yeah, watch Avalon come in as a character. It's like, I was a character all along. They totally thought of this in Fate Stay Night, guys. I know, Greek Fire, yeah. We just like reskin an Ifrit and make it an enemy mob. I'm sure someone would roll on it. Look, they can add, someone on YouTube said we need more anime girls. Look, they can add anime girls and just base them on actual characters. I mean, for God's sakes, they could have just made her the mother of monsters, right? They didn't have to make it a fruit. I remember it was Activision Blizzard. This was like a year ago or something. There was like a minor controversy where all the pictures of like women throughout World of Warcraft were replaced with a picture of fruit, right? And I kind of feel like that's what's happening here, right? Like, why did you make her a fruit? I don't understand. So random. Everyone knows women are actually bowls of fruit. Everyone knows this, right? It's all been a facade this whole time. So you're just removing the illusion, right? And Lord, thank you for the 11 months, dude. Basically a year. Thank you, man. Actually, Nasu's not the reason for most of the gender bends. If you look through Type Moon's history, he really is never responsible for it. Like, he never even wanted Artoria, well, I guess Artoria is a little different because Artoria is Artoria and Arthur's Arthur, but he never wanted the King Arthur archetype in the story, I'll put it that way, to be a lady, right? That was the editor. That was the complete reason that happened. And from what pretty much all the early gender bends were all the editor, all of them. And I know a lot of them throughout the game's history have been confirmed to be him too. Actually, I really haven't seen any interviews where they've ever confirmed Nasu wanting to gender bend anybody. It's pretty much always the editor. That's kind of his shtick. And now it's like, early on, it was actually pretty rare. Like, for real, like early on, and from what I understand, the really early gender bends weren't really even done to gender bend. They were done for sales. But then, like, Nasu just wanted to keep it Arthurian legend, right? Because Nasu had always wanted to do this story of like summoning, you know, ancient heroes into the modern day and whatnot. He like wanted to do that story since he was a teenager or something. And I think he really, really likes European legends and King Arthur and stuff. So he'd always planned on doing that kind of story, which, you know, turned out to be Fate's Stay Night, with Arthurian legend as like the main character. And then, you know, the company and his editor and everything are like, well, from a sales standpoint, we really need this character to be a lady, right? But he still wanted to do Arthurian legend, so he just, instead of changing to like Joan of Arc or, you know, Cleopatra, you know, or whatever, you know, some famous woman from history, he wanted to keep Arthurian legend, so he just did. So that's where that came from. But you could see early on, you know, they weren't just cheaply gender bending, because Nasu, like, he didn't just, oh, it's King Arthur. It's like, it's Arturia, right? She's lying and pretending to be King Arthur, you know, in her world. She's someone else. But, you know, blah, blah, blah. Pretty much did what Arthur did, yada, 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 yada. But they put, like, effort into it, where it's a different character. Where now they're just like, you thought this person was a guy in history, but it's a lady. And also, what a coincidence, chat, that it's always a guy being gender bent into a woman when they do this. There's like one instance in Fate Strange Fake where maybe, we're not sure yet, but maybe they're doing it the other way around. But yeah, it's sales, right? It's money. But I find it annoying because you have all these characters and people in history and legends and stuff that, you know, are like actual women, and they don't use those. And then they want like the name recognition of like Napoleon, and then, you know, obviously they didn't gender bend Napoleon, but just a big name like that, and they you know, gender bend it instead of using like Lagartha. Now I know they finally used Lagartha in a book, but that's so many years in, and, you know, not even a servant, and we don't even know if they're ever gonna, you know, use that in FGO or even in the book in a serious capacity. And you got like Cleopatra, who they barely used, right? One of the most famous women in history, barely touched it. Right, she's used as a joke character. She's never been in like a main story, you know, and just super like forgettable character because they just don't use her, right? And but then they'll take, you know, whatever male character and gender bend it. I just find that to be really silly. I mean, one thing if they were like out of female characters, but they're not. They actually just ignore them all the time. Like Bloody Mary, they don't touch that. There's many female pirates, you know, from history they could use. I'll be interested if we fight her, because when you fight her, that will give you a good idea if she's playable or not. Now, it doesn't always tell you though, right? Because, how do I put this? Like Canis, right? When you fought Canis in Lost Belt 5, her animations weren't finished, so she looked more like an NPC. You had Jufu for the early events she was in, where she was a giant ghost, right? And that kind of, although I always said with Jufu, do y'all remember this? I said immediately that she was going to be playable. And it was because when you fought her as a giant ghost, she was randomly silver, where giant ghosts are never silver. So I called it so long ago that she was going to be playable, and she was a 3-star just because of that. This fruit lady though is obviously going to be a gold enemy NPC, playable or not. It doesn't matter, right? There's no way we're gonna fight her, and even if she's in an NPC state, she's not going to be a bronze, right? Like, that's not happening. Gazmog, thank you for the 14 months, dude. Yeah, they have been characters where they give no explanation. I don't even like Arturia. I am not an Arturia fanboy. You know, I don't really, you know, she's kind of a shit, but they at least put effort into that character, right? There's a reason she's a woman. She's a completely different character from Arthur. They made Arthur a character as well. You know, there's like a real effort put into that. But then there's a bunch of gender bends where they're just like, yeah, oh no, there was actually a woman. Anyway, there's just no reason or rhyme to it. Very silly. And then they don't do the male version either. I don't really like the green wrap stuff. We'll see if that's permanent. Maybe it's like sealed and like they'll lose the green wraps. That looks kind of dumb. Or more like teal wraps, I should say. I guess the more expressions she has, the more likely she's playable, but you know, they've had a lot of characters with big expression sheets that weren't playable, at least aren't playable yet. Did she just get sniped by like some special bullet that she couldn't do the cause effect thing on? Man, Shimbata. I would love Shimbata to be playable. And he's not too big. I mean, you could look at Ivan and King Protea, right? There's no reason he can't be playable. I mean, a lot of the lady NPCs have ended up being playable, but not all of them. I mean, Aphrodite's not playable yet. Demeter's not playable yet. They could be in the future, right? Maybe in 3.0 or something, they'll do another Greek thing finally, and they'll get added then. It could happen. You know, it absolutely could happen. I've always said I didn't think Olympians would be added soon, though, if they were added. So we'll see on those. I think there's a few. Let me think. The Gunslinger lady's not added yet, but they haven't actually returned to Saber Wars yet, right? So obviously she wouldn't be playable yet, right? Like, because she was hinted at being connected to that. So that one no one would expect yet. Yeah, Antoinette Alter, not playable yet. They even said she was going to be playable in the original version of 6.5, but like things got changed around. I think that's what they said. So she was intended to be added. So she could definitely be added at some point. That wouldn't surprise me. Thing is, you can do the whole anti-wish thing without, you know, making it a playable character, and then add the Mother of Monsters as a playable character instead or something. Right? Like, there's no reason to turn the fucking fruit into a playable character out of all the options out there. It's just silly. And that really is like turning Bolg, right, into a goddamn character. It's like, what? Dude, if they actually added regular Vortigern, you guys have no idea how happy I would be. Like, if they added regular Vortigern, you know, and he's kind of like extra Vlad or something, but, you know, maybe a little bit older, and, you know, got that voice from the drama CD. You know, he's got like real black armor and everything. He could turn into a dragon, right? I'm grailing him to like 120. Like Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? Like Green Knight, if he's done properly, 120. Vortigern, if he's done properly, 120, right? Absolutely happening. Would like drop everything for those two. I've wanted Vortigern for so long, and like I love his voice actor from the drama CD and everything, and they just fucking ruined it, right? And they just like, nope, fuck you, can't have it. But if they ever did add Vortigern, I'd be all about it. You know, I mean, they did add Vortigern, but just don't. So the pink black on the dragon is fine, or purple black if you want to see it, but I really don't like this teal mixed with the red. Like, I'd rather they lean into like the purple, pink, black, maybe the gold. But yeah, the red, teal, it just looks weird. I don't think they're going to add Lolly Green Knight because they've talked about Green Knight several times, and how they've described, like, what they've said about him. It'd almost be impossible for them to do anything stupid like that. But I mean, don't know, never say never with fucking Typhon. You know, they could. Like, oh, the legends were wrong. Gwain's remembering it wrong. Right? You know, but I don't think that's going to happen. It sounds like if they do Green Knight, they're going to really lean into like some of the stories where he was like connected to Morgan, and gonna make him very like monstrous, right? But we'll see. You know, they were gonna use him in Lost Belt 6, but then they changed things and like they took out a lot of the normal stuff. So maybe they will visit it, maybe they won't. All right, we got a Grail front. I was really hoping this guy would not be a Grail front fight because it's just lame. Like, I don't want to fight anything in the Grail front combat system because it's just easy, dumb, and boring. Like, a regular challenge quest is just so much better. Like, Grail fronts are like time wasting. It's like, it's shallow, where it's like acting like it's a real gameplay thing, but it's not, right? Oh, maybe we don't fight him here, and maybe you fight him again. Yeah, maybe we'll have a fight with him after this. So I guess we'll see. We really haven't used Theseus yet. We'll use him when we're done with the event. We might use him during the event, but we're not gonna like actually sit down and, you know, fight Lobo and all that until we're done here. Yeah, we're kind of behind because I didn't play yesterday, but I slept so poorly, I knew it would just be a bad idea to stream, so I just waited. I'm guessing a lot of monsters are gonna spawn in this stage. $2 million health, all right. Not bad. What classes do we get? They probably give you everything. Yeah, I think they give you everything. Unfortunately, because this game's UI is terrible, I probably have to back out and redo everything because I want to use command codes and stuff for funsies. It's a pretender. I can't even imagine why that's the case, but okay. Yeah, it looks like we get every class. So, and we can bring Theseus, right? I'll decide who we're gonna bring first before I go back to do command codes. I gotta bring Ku, chat. Like, are you kidding me? How am I not gonna do that? Funnily enough, lore-wise, Ku is extremely good at killing stuff like this. They even say that in his character material book. And it's because Bolg just does more and more damage the tougher the enemy is. So it scales up, like, to do damage equal to however tough they are, and then plus the spears, you know, normal damage. So they directly say Ku is very good at killing, like, you know, big, nasty, you know, world-ending monsters and things like that because of the way Bolg works. And there's legends where Ku... Funnily enough, Ku, in, like, actual, like, canon, does bonus damage to monsters. He doesn't have anything in gameplay to represent that, but it's because he slew a bunch of, like, monsters and stuff. In Irish mythology and all that. But yeah, they don't have anything in gameplay to represent that. But yeah, Ku is actually really good for killing stuff like this. Bolg is like made for killing nasty things like this. Yeah, it says they have to have something like a core or a heart though, which I think this thing does, right? Like this thing kind of seems like the case. Because if it's like a golem, right, that doesn't have a core or something like Adam, you know, if it's like just a living rock, you know, then Bolg won't work. You could do Death Flight, but you couldn't do Barb's Death because there's no, you know, like heart type thing to target. So then it fails miserably. But yeah, if they do have anything resembling, you know, some kind of like heart or core, then it's really, really good. Yeah, Lancelot does bonus damage to dragons, but he doesn't have that in gameplay, which kind of sucks. All right, anyway, who do we want to bring? I mean, these two we're definitely bringing. Could bring the new archer lady. You know, use a lot of new stuff. That sounds good, because ours is better than theirs. Okay, we might just bring Mash then for the team cost. Unless chat has something they really want to see here. I think my Lobo is 111, so I really need to fix that. I love Lobo, so I gotta get on that. It's because like some people on my friends list have really good Lobos, so I haven't bothered. Ongra, please. I really don't hype extra classes much. Like Edmund and Bazette are like the only two 10-10-10s here for me. Maybe she's 10-10-10. Nope. Yeah, she is. So yeah, these three are really the only extra classes I've cared about. Oh, Jufu, of course, but I mean, she's level 70 and all that, but oh yeah, Antonio, that's true. Yeah, I guess I have Antonio would be horrible here though. But yeah, not a class I care about too much, even though it's many classes in one place. But yeah, very few of these do I care about. I'll just use Mash for now unless chat is like, hey, they really want to see this or that. But I kind of just want to save the team cost if I can. Like, Cuckoo or Brezette is about the only thing I'd really care about. Let's see. Pretender loses to... It counters Alter Ego, right? I forgot what counters Pretender. You fight them so rarely. Oh, Calvary, right. That doesn't counter them, though. They just don't get countered by it. Foreigner. Okay, well, fuck that. I don't think I even have a Foreigner. Well, I do, but it's like MHXA Idol or whatever. I don't even remember what her nickname is. I think that's the only Foreigner I have. Can you believe that? That's great. Well, okay, but that might as well not exist. Yeah, these are both welfares. So I have never rolled a Foreigner. And even if I got one, it'd probably just be like a spook or something. I don't think I've ever attempted to get a... That's not surprising. I can't even think of a Foreigner that I like. I mean, but, you know. Oh, Cuckoo! of course. I always, Cuckoo's class doesn't matter very much. I'm not even kidding. When I think of Cuckoo, I just think of like Cuckoo, right? She's like her own class, because it's like, when have we ever used her since she was released where her class mattered? Right? Like ever. Like she just doesn't play that way, and they haven't added enemies since she was added that was relevant. I don't know, maybe we use her then just because I guess she would be relevant here, but old man has dementia. Shut up, chat. She is so much team cost. I don't know if we want to do that. We'll see if we have one. If I have the team cost, we might do that, because it would give her a chance to actually be used the way she's supposed to. I mean, Sanson, though. We've used Sanson a lot in this event, so maybe we give someone else a chance to shine. We could give Valkyrie a shot. We haven't used her too much. We could use Shiki, because she's got her buff, right, recently, which is pretty cool. I'll put Shiki there for now, and if chat's got any better ideas, just, you know, throw them at me. A Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I do like Koji Bro, but we did use him early on, although we haven't used him a lot. He's cheaper on team costs, though. You sold me. That was easy. Let's see. Man, I hate casters. Dude, I hate this. So, I don't like a lot of casters, right? Scatty's pretty cool, but, you know, she's a support, so who cares? I like Visibron a lot, but he gets worse when you Grail him, right? And then Babbage I like a lot, but I already Grailed him on my ult account. So, I either just Grail Babbage again, because, like, who the fuck else am I gonna Grail, right? So, I just have never had, like, a go-to caster as, like, my Grailed caster that I really... Yeah, honestly, I love Chin, but one, he's not a good Grail target for that kind of thing, because he can't... If you can't, like, solo and stuff, because he's got no ammo. Yeah, no, Maxwell's Demon! Where's Maxwell's Demon at? I'd Grail that! I don't even care what rarity is. I'd use that all the time, right? God, I'd be so happy to just slap Maxwell's Demon into a video or whatever, anytime. I do like Medea, but... Chat, I have standards. Right, I've always said this, so there are like 2 units that I can think, no, 3 units. I can think of 3 units that I super like that I either haven't Grailed or were hesitant to Grail, right? Even though I super like them. Can anyone guess what they were, right? There are 3 units, because normally I'll Grail even if they're not a good unit, right? Like, I normally just Grail because I like them. But there are 3 units that are so bleh that I'm like, am I really gonna Grail these? Right? No, it's not Babbage. Babbage is fine. Babbage is a really good unit. And I already have Grailed them on my ult account. Hyde and Medea. And then, Visibron, Medea, Hyde. No, Visibron does get worse, but that's really different. But yeah, there are 3 units that I've been very skeptical about Grailing, right? I'm not saying I've not Grailed them, Chad. There's that ought to make this kind of obvious what it is. But it's where they're so blech that, like, even though I like them, it just doesn't feel like it's worth it. No, not Geronimo. Yes, it's Sanson. It's Sanson, Sanson, Medea, and Hyde. I like all 3 of them a lot, right? If you look at my list of, like, my favorite Fate characters, all 3 of those are very high. And it's not easy to Grail them because they're useless. They're just, like, have you seen Kairo's Medea? He's over there, 2k FO'd, level 100, hitting things for like 30k with her NP. Like, oh man, it's so good, right? It's ridiculous, right? Like, she's so fucking shit. And like, Sanson is garbage, right? The thing about Sanson is, I really like him, right? But even then, he was one of my slower ones to get to 100. In 2k FO because he's just so bad, right? And look, I almost never use him, and when I do, I'm doing it for shits. Dude, unironically, I had a YouTube comment of this guy trying to say that like my Morgan video wasn't legit because who has a Grailed Sanson, and like it only worked because of a Grailed Sanson. Are you fucking kidding me, right? Like, who the fuck thinks Sanson was the best budget DPS pick for that fucking Morgan video, right? Like, are you kidding me? right? Like, he got one of his niches, but that's nothing, right? That is just absolutely nothing. I could have brought 100 face, right? And then you've got Castro or Toria there, right? And then 100 faces art, right? It's so much better, like, unfucking real, dude. But yeah, Samson is just yikes. Anyway, Persona, thank you for the 51 months, dude. Very long time. Yeah, I don't know what is Chrono Arc. Is that like out in Japan or something? I've never even heard of it. I don't know what that is. But I saw you talking about it. Theseus probably would be good in the Morgan fight. And yeah, he does have anti-berserker. And he's art, so he works with. I will say, I would because I've done that fight quite a bit actually. I did it on different accounts, and I replayed that fight a bunch, and I used a bunch of different stuff. Especially for budget, this is not a big deal if you're using maybe a 4-star or especially a 5-star. But for budget, I really would want the DPS to have some kind of survival, like evade and vulnerability, right? It's just really nice to make sure you don't get blown up, you know, on a bad turn. Yeah, because between Mash's survival for the team, Astoria's survival for the team, and if the DPS has survival, you're good. Right, but Theseus doesn't have that, and that would be annoying. I'm sure you could do it anyway. It might just add a little bit of RNG, right? But like I might prefer like Robin, for example, because he's got an evade and he's art and that. Although I don't think you could poison her. Oh no, she removed 1 debuff every turn, so it was harder. You'd have to like command code or do multiple debuffs. Yeah, they gave him anti-berserker because of Asterios. That's why. But it's good for him. I think he. Man, if you're fighting a berserk like Darius, he will fuck up Darius, dude. Hell, we'll use him. We'll use him on the Darius Advanced Quest. We can show off that way. Roguelike card game, so like kind of like Slay the Spire. Then what comes to mind? But yeah, anyway, yeah, Maxwell's Demon to give me a caster I really like. The other class that's kind of like that is Rider. Though with Rider, I kind of just need to commit because I like Ozzy, I like Canis, I like Rider Kentucky. So I should just, and I like Medusa too, but I mean, she's AoE. And I like Ricky. So I need to just pick somebody. Honestly, the thing about Ricky is he's a 3-star. If he was a 4-star, I already would have grailed him. And 3 stars, it's kind of nice to keep him at 70, right? So if I had a second Ricky, just like if I could clone him and like boom, I have another Ricky right there. That's 70, 10, 10, 10. Then I'd grail Ricky, like 100%. I don't know, maybe I'll just go with Canis or Kentucky or something in the meantime. Because it would be nice to have 100 of every class. You know, it's just, I have to like them. Yeah, I did, Lost. I got 1. I already had him, though. I rolled on him when he was originally rated up a bit. Because I think he was rated up with her, right? And they're both pretty cool, so. But he's actually a pretty high NP rank now. Yeah, George, same thing. I love George. Actually, George is a pretty good idea for Grail, just because I love George. Yeah, I might do that, honestly. George actually does feel right out of all these. I think I like George more than every other writer on here. Well, like, I like Canis a lot, but like Lancer's her main class, so that's kind of the one I care about the most. At least her summer version, though, is less jokey than normal, so it's fine, I guess. But yeah, George sounds pretty good. I'll just have to get another one up first. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. All right. Berserker's kind of bad on this stage. Go with Caligula anyway, though. I don't know if I can go with her just because of team cost. Okay, I like this lineup. I don't even know if I bring a caster. Unless there's a bunch of assassins, I don't think it really matters. Cat knows. Yeah, we can just fuck the casters. No big deal. Alright, so we need command codes. Try to spread them out amongst these units. I'm gonna write down who I'm bringing in case I forget. I think I'll remember for each class, but I'm taking my time just because I want to, you know, show the units off a bit at their best. Canis Rider, Ku, Punch, Theseus. I don't know why I'm hiding my screen. Cat Lady, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And Kojiro, which I'm just putting Regent. Alright. Now we have to go through all of these, like, a million confirm messages and boxes and loading screens just to do the thing we should be able to do on the team screen. I mean, look at this. It's so dumb. It's so dumb you have to do this. Like, I can't believe you can't do command codes from the team screen. And I can't believe the command code UI is not better. They even said they were going to make it better. And all they did, they said that years ago, that they said they were aware that the command code UI was bad. And they were going to try to, like, revamp it. And all they did was make it so you could unequip from one unit and directly put it on another. But you still have to go through a confirmation message, right? Where before you had to go to the unit and take them off. That's so minor, right? Like, are you kidding me? There's so much wrong with this fucking UI. I think they're in. I honestly mean this. With all their money and stuff, I think because of their bad management and all, you know, the multiple publishers that are involved, I just think it's impossible for them to, like, actually do intuitive stuff, like really revamping the UI. So like it uses the touch screen to, like, socket the command codes directly into the cards instead of having to do one at a time and go through, like, back and forth. Right, you have, like, all the command codes at the bottom and then the unit's cards up here, right? And, like, filters over here, and you could just drag and drop immediately, right? And so many games do that, right? Like, mobile or otherwise. But that kind of, like, coding, I just think is impossible for them. It just will not happen. Like, you're just not going to get that level of polish. All right, well, obviously, Kook is priority. Yeah, I heard they posted an office tour, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what your offices look like. Like, this is a consumer, you know, developer relationship. You know, I want them to make a good product, for God's sakes. All right, we're gonna go pure disgusting on Ku here. We're gonna go maximum nonsense. I guess that means burn then, which I think I already had. But yeah, I think burn when you want to be disgusting. Especially in Grail front. Starting NP is not as good in Grail front. It depends on the unit, but... this might not be needed on Ku. It's not that great for him. Some other units might want it more. Still, I don't know what else I'd put on there. Yep, they're understaffed. Absolutely. Well, from what they hired new people a while ago, but they hired college kids. So I think it's more of they're underprepared, right? I think they might, like, technically have enough staff. It's just a lot of that staff isn't experienced and that kind of thing, right? Yeah, I might Grail Medusa to 90 at some point. I do like Medusa. That'd be cool. She's just, I would want to Grail something that I like, and then I know it's also kind of a go-getter for, like, soloing or, like, killing a big boss, right? You know, gameplay-wise, it'd be like Ushi for 3 stars, right? So I want something like that, or like Kentoki or Canis would be better for that kind of thing. I love when you click this, you can't see your other card. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is just moronic, right? Like, these cards, right? All these cards should all, when I go into, like, a UI like this, they should all be up here. What do we need this bullshit for? Right? Like, look at all this wasted space. Right? We don't need this text, this, like, who the fuck needs this? Right? So your cards should all be up here, and you can just see them, so I can see what's slotted. Right? And then you should be able to just click the goddamn command code and drag it directly into the card, and not have to go to the switch between the screens all the time. Like, am I crazy? Right? That's, like, obviously the way to do this. Like, it's just, I think it's so silly. You have to, like, go back and forth. I almost want to go with a debuff clear just in case there's some funky enemy that's, like, unexpected. Like, when in doubt, I think debuff clear is a good pick. I mean, Ku's got his own debuff clear, but sometimes you want to have a lot of it. All right, that's fine. I think anyone that plays the game, like where they want to do solos or make videos or budget teams, because budget teams make you have to play the same boss over and over a lot more and things like that. Anyone in that situation hates the command code UI, and I'm not alone. I've talked to some of the other content creators and stuff. I mean, pretty much everyone hates it. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, like it is some of the worst UI design I can think of in like a video game that's like out in the year 2023, or what are we in 2023, right? I'm not that crazy, am I? But anyway, it's like I can't think of another one that's this bad, right? I mean, it's a joke. And what's really messed up, this is not an indie dev, right? They're not pushed on money, right? You would never know it from their content output, but they have a lot of money. I'll give him a debuff clear too, sure. Well, it's partially owned by Sony and Typhon. It's split. They're both publishers for it. Which I actually think might be part of the problem, to be honest. Too many cooks in the kitchen. And the thing is, they're not boots on the ground people, right? They're you know, it's more like executive positions and stuff. Typhon is, you know, has some direct involvement, but like, you know, they're Sony and Typhon are not boots on the ground, right? And having one publisher can be annoying enough dealing with that kind of like bureaucracy, right? But when there's two, I mean, fuck that. Do that. Could be bad because that, no, you know what? This synergy is bad. I'll go with the Abigail one. I can't believe you can't filter by class, by the way. It's just nuts. I mean, you actually kind of can now, but again, look at all this wasted space. First off, all of this is pointless. No one cares about this UI over here. So all this up here is pointless, right? This is all wasted space. This is all wasted space, right? And when you delete those, you could like move this whole thing up, right? Or an over, right? There's a million ways to, you know, confuse the wasted space. Wasted space. Wasted space. This is honestly wasted space because no one uses these. Now, we should have something like this we can click on the side, but it should be like Saber, Archer, Lancer, you know, those kinds of things on the side, right? And then like a rarity one, right? And you have plenty of, there is so much wasted space here, especially with all this. This is so much wasted space that you could easily fit that where you don't, instead they do, oh, you have to click this, you know, you have to click this and then click the thing. It's just it's fucking stupid. All right, let's see. I guess she's next because she's new, so we want to give her decent command codes. Did I give that to Ku? No. Okay, so it's still up. Most of the enemies are servants. There's some that aren't, but although actually, I'm not sure those shadow guys count as servant. They normally do. But I don't think these ones do, because I saw them earlier. They didn't have the servant tag under their name like they normally do. I think it's because of some goopy, you know, monster nonsense. So maybe I don't do that. Damn, I'm not even sure what a generic buff I could bring. I could give her the crit buff because she's got Buster Star Absorb, so that's pretty reliable. Like, slap Ishtar on there. Yeah, the favorite button is so bad, it's unbelievable. It's insane. Like, I can show that real quick. It's so stupid. And that just shows like how bad their UI design is because this is so backward. So the favorite button, you would think you click it and then only your favorites come up. No, of course not, right? Because this game is designed by idiots. You click the favorite tab and then that allows you to select who's a favorite or not. That is so stupid because you would only need to click new favorites every once in a while, right? That's that. And so the thing that should allow you to select and deselect who's on your favorites tab should be the thing that you have to like click, you know, this stuff for, right? because you only have to do it every once in a while. And then once it's selected, the super ease of use is the one that you should just click right there, right? And I've always said this. What they should do is they should obviously have, you know, an easy on the side. You should have Lancer, blah, 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 you know, Lancer, Archer, Saber, Fielder, all that. But then they should have a section. Again, they have so much extra space. This is easy. They should have like tag 1, tag 2, tag 3, right? And then you go into here to tell it, I want to start highlighting who's for tag 1, right? And then you said, okay, I want, you know, all of these units in my tag 1, whoever I want to pick. I want all these other units in my tag 2, like all my supports. I put all my supports, because, you know, supports don't have to be a caster. Supports can be David, he's an archer, Mash, shielder, right? Veach, he's an assassin, right? So you should be able to, you know, put those all in one tag if you want to. And then those could just be something you click over here. You click this button, right? And boom, it only shows who you put in tag 1. But really, all you really need is the classes and then rarity, right? So I can click, you know, over on the side here, boom, I click this button, it's Archer, and I click another button and it's 3 stars. So easy, right? So easy to go find David or whatever you want, right? That would save so much time. And it's just, and that's what most games do, right? Really, that is what most games do these days. But, you know, FGO's got to be a, you know, a special snowflake in just how bad it is. And they have enough money that they could hire an entire team of people to just like work on the UI like that, but they just cannot be bothered. Yeah, we don't have any 2-star sabers, but I'm sure we'll get one eventually. They seem to be putting a little bit more effort into that kind of stuff. I really want to be able to see all my cards at once and just drag and drop. That way you can look at, okay, I've got, you know, this on this card, that on that card. It makes it easier to make a decision with this stuff. No one's got heal boost heal yet. Oh, no, Theseus does, right? This is kind of a long shot, but I'll give her the attack defense removal on art card. Brain can't read this. Love this song. Yeah, see, the thing is, from what I've seen from FGO and the way they do everything cheap, right? They hire cheap. They do a lot of band-aid fix things. They try to do short-term gains, not long-term investment. And so I don't see them wanting to like hire a really experienced veteran UI guy to come in and just truly revamp the UI. I just don't see them doing that. Right, they're just gonna tack crap onto what's already there. And that's what they keep doing. They keep adding more filters into the filter tab. That is just like one of the least useful things ever. That's a pretty bad pick. I can do better than that. It's so hard to find command codes you want now because so many of them share effects and it's hard to remember what's what. I can really only remember the usual suspects. There's so many Star Bomb command codes now. Alright, Kojiro, I'm gonna give first pick to not a new unit here, and also not Ku. Because I like him. Favoritism. I can find him. He's level 100, right? Why is he not here? Surely I didn't just Grail him to 90. Didn't I Grail him to 100? What? Imagine if I could just check Assassin in 1-star. I'd find him immediately. Why is Kojiro not here? Is there some stupid filter on? Oh, for some reason I didn't have 1 and 2 stars on. That's so random. Absolute nonsense. Oh, good luck remembering what a star bomb is. Also, good luck figuring out which filter is actually the star bomb filter, because, I mean, look at this nonsense. Could just go with these, but star bomb is way better because his hit count is low. Yeah, that's the only system that I feel it when I play JP. No other time do I care at all about it being in JP text. Never makes any difference. But that filter is the one thing. But that filter is so bad, you just shouldn't have to use it anyway. Yeah, command codes are honestly getting to be really difficult to optimize. Could just go with crit damage. There's the ink thing, but gotta find it. There it is. Masashi's swords for like 20% crit here. Probably better out there, but good enough. Whoops. Oh, I'm trying to find my thing here. Who else did I bring? Oh, right, Canis. Right, Caligula, Cuckoo. Right, okay. Cuckoo probably doesn't need, I mean, I don't know, stars really help her. She is pushing it on stars. Caligula needs stuff too. Okay, Caligula's 100. And he wants like Star Absorb or Star Bomb or I'll do that. That's decent. Huh. I mean, anything that's Star Bomb would be good. I just have to remember, like, I've already used the usual suspect ones, so. That's sure hit and crit damage. Might have to whip out the wiki, because I still know what a lot of these do, but they're not useful. Okay, hold on. Gotta bust. This is so boring, dude. But like, welcome to command codes. This is nothing, too. This is so much worse. You guys have no idea. I bet you there's 0 people in my chat that have actually done like what I do, where I'll do a challenge quest that's actually a hard one, like a really hard one, and I'm trying to do with low stars, so I'm having to like try different setups. Like, go AoE. Nope, gotta go single target. Try to go fast. Nope, gotta stall. Nope, gotta go middle. Right, and so, and to give each attempt like a proper go, you have to change the command codes. It's awful. I mean, it is just... I'm not... Even though I enjoy challenge quests and boss fights once I'm in it, the management stuff, I hate so much. I don't want to... I'm getting to the point where I just don't want to do it anymore. Right, like once I've found this setup that I think is fine, and I've already done the command codes, and I don't have to do them anymore. Then I really enjoy FGO, right, when I'm fighting a boss fight. But like, it's so bad because not only do you have to do all that bullshit, but like, you have to summon something, right? Because I can't summon Castoria and all that. So you know, one setup I need to summon my friend's Chen Gong, and then with a different style of setup, nope, now I need to summon David. Now I need to summon Hans instead, right? And it's just, you know, the management is just awful, right? It is so bad. I think the few people that have done like what I'm talking about, no, exactly. It's just it's so unfun, and it's so slow, and it's like so frustrating that like it legitimately makes me to not want to play a lot of the time. So Mordred's Surfboard as Star Bomb and Armor Ignore. That's actually a pretty damn good command code. I'll have to try to remember that. The Robo Mom is anti-demonic and Star Bomb, and I could see the bad guy being demonic, and if it's not, at least it's Star Bomb, right? I just want Star Bomb again, honestly. The Lolly Dragon's weapons are quite good. They're not really good on a quick card, but I'm gonna use them because they're also a 2-star bomb. I gotta remember these. These actually aren't bad, especially for 4-star. 10% crit damage, 2 stars. That's all right. decent. I'm just gonna bring, you know what, NP gain, in case I do need to, oh my god, finding the NP gain one. But if I do need to get my NP. Alright, I think the only one left, like, Canis can get away with not having them, I think. I should give Cuckoo just literally anything that's Star Bomb. Doesn't have to be meta ones. Where is... There she is. Yeah, what's annoying about, oh, damn, the Luvia one. That's... I gotta remember that. That's a super good one. Stars and, Star Absorb. But yeah, when you're doing, like, low stars, you have to do command codes. It's too important. You're pushing it on value too much. You bring a bunch of 5 stars, it doesn't matter. I wish you could save presets to, like, just slot in. That'd be really useful. I know what I'm about to do is not meta. It's good enough. Like, anything with defense removal would be nice, just in case someone has a defense buff in here. Whatever, sure, hit, crit. Good enough. And then something with Star Bomb. That's 3 stars, that'll do. Alright, that's fine. Jesus Christ, I don't want to do command codes anymore. Did anyone enjoy that? I didn't. Oh yeah, it is Halloween, isn't it? Is Edmond Dantes good? He's good for farming. And if you happen to have a challenge quest where maybe you're fighting a ruler and a berserker and a rider, right? You know, like different classes like that, he can be good. He's not like the best ever, but he's fine. He hits hard, he loops easily, he's got piercing vulnerability, removes debuffs. That kind of thing. Like, he's fine. He's not the best Avenger ever, but he's definitely good enough. And I say this, if you're fighting a ruler, even if it's just a single ruler, he's good enough to kill it. I can't think of a single ruler boss fight that you couldn't use Edmund for. Now, are there better Avengers normally for a single target ruler fight? Yeah. But he's good enough. He's good, but he's not OP, right? And there's a lot of OP stuff out there you could be using instead if you wanted to. Alright, hold on, chat. Let me get water. Actually, let me summon my servants first. So I don't forget, like, who I'm bringing. Why do you have to watch this? Why do you have to watch this? Every time. Because we already watched this once and I had to back out to do command codes. This is ridiculous. Imagine if you were, like, trying to do this with, like, bronze units and you were actually stuck on this stage and you're having a really hard time. Right? I don't know if it'd be hard with bronze or not, but let's say you're doing it with bronzes, no grails and stuff. And then every time you fail, you had to watch that. Why, dude? We already saw all of that. It's crazy they made me watch all of that all over again. I like how clicking this filters, filters to the class, but there's no easy way to do that normally. Canis might be a little too expensive. I might want to do Ushi instead. Especially because we're bringing Cuckoo. Oh yeah, I'm not bringing a caster. Okay, I think that's everybody. Want to show him off in a good light. Give him something decent there. We want Cuckoo to have good shit too, though, because she can fight the boss if we want. Although we might have Ku do that. So the command code I want to give her, power-wise, I really think should be a 4-star, because this is just not meta at all. But it is a 5-star, and as such, I might not use it. Yeah, it's too expensive. It's not worth it. I like to give him guts, but I don't know if I can afford that. These command codes are costing a lot. I need more Art of Deaths. Just give everyone Art of Death. I like how it kept that. I swear I turned that off. So these two are really getting the short end of the stick right now. Wow, Canis getting nothing. That's brutal. Well, yeah, it's because of Cuckoo. That's definitely why. That'll have to do. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get that water now. We're finally starting a stage, like an hour into the stream. Thanks, command code. Like, all I wanted to do was give the unit that I was bringing some command codes, right? Which, that should not be that big of a deal. Okay. Let's see if this stage is anything good. Put all that time into setting our units up. Better not be a joke battle. You know what? I'm gonna just walk right up to him. Let him do what he wants. Coup getting guts is kind of stupid. Do you get burned if you walk into this? Is that's silly as hell. Okay, I'm gonna get attacked, but that's fine. Canis could grab the guts. I really want Caligula to get it, but like this guy could take it if he wanted to. Damn. Fine. It's not bad if she gets it, but that's awesome on a Berserker. We're kind of just ignoring this side of the board, but not really a problem. I'm guessing you only have burn if you get into combat while on that square. That's what it seems like. All right, let's see what the enemy does here. The floor is lava, yeah. The background's kind of cool. The lava moves at like 5 frames per second, but for mood setting, that's fine. All right, the new guy. Great turn. Although he did double crit up and then crit, so it's not that bad, I suppose. All right, so he makes a lot of stars, right? He's got like 2 star bomb skills and a star per turn skill. He's got art star absorb, attack up, art up, battery, but no survival. Absolutely no survival, but very damagey. And like that much star gen is awesome. And what's cool is, let's say you've got Hans on the team, right? Very commonly used free-to-play unit. If Hans has got his 3rd skill going, you don't really need to use both of his star bombs. You could just use one of them, right? And then you could do, then the next turn, then you do the other star bomb, right? And then you could do his stars per turn, right? You've got a lot of options with that kind of thing. It's quite good. Now, I think we can do 37k to this guy without even using one of our abilities. So I'm just going to do that. Oh, he's got an event bonus too. So yeah, easy. We'll mostly focus on making stars here. Bonk, bonk. He's nice and normal, though. I really like it. Also, they had really hinted at a long time ago that sabers could use axes, maces, you know, those kinds of weapons. You know, saber wasn't like you had to have a saber. I mean, none of them had, like, I think one saber has a saber. Right, and people like think saber means sword, but that's not really what it means. Saber is a type of sword, and there only is like one, maybe 2 that have it. But they've always like said that saber could use mace and axe and stuff. They just never fucking did. But this guy's got a mace, kind of, club mace, whatever you want to call it. But it's cool. So the only saber I can think of is what's her name, Chaco Jana, right? Dion, I think Dion has a fencing sword, doesn't he? I can't remember actually what his sword looks like. I actually cannot picture it. But the only saber I can think of is Chaco Jana. That's it. Napoleon has a saber, but he doesn't use it. He's an archer anyway. Yeah, I thought Dion had a rapier or something like that, but I wasn't actually sure. Yes, attack the Lancer. Okay, I say that, but then he crit Canis, so that was kind of annoying. Alright. Well, I guess we just grab some NP gain here. Even with the archer having defense up, I'm sure Ku is going to kill this. I feel like we could have done this with significantly weaker characters, considering these guys have 30,000 health. Like, why not? Seriously, why not give them like way more than that? I don't get it. Isn't this Lost Belt locked anyway? Like, hell, I could have an account that was only like a month old and I think I could handle these guys. They do hit hard, I'll give them that. Any reason to crit here? Yeah, and it's only a 4-turn cooldown, so. Do the baby heal? I've got faith that she can do 30k even without the first card buster bonus. I take it back! What is wrong with you? I'm sure more enemies are gonna spawn though. So we'll see what they do. Canis is kind of just here right now. He'll do something at some point. I could grab some NP gain on her. I would rather make sure I kill, though, and let's be honest, Ku's gonna do significantly more damage. Not enough, though. Damn. I think Ku and Canis would get along quite well, unless they've met as enemies, but I don't think there'd be a problem there. Feel like it's telling me some kind of gimmick. Hopefully this thing doesn't hit too hard. If he lost a health bar here, that'd actually be pretty bad. Woo! Didn't die, but that hurt. Alright, this guy needs to take some damage. You know what? Fire everything. Let's see what he can do. Can heal for 2k. Maybe I should have done... I think if I did Buster Art, I actually think he would have broke. Wow. I guess I didn't need to do that much, though, because his next attack would have killed even without the Mystic Code attack up and that kind of thing. Damn, this could be bad. She might actually get her bar broke if we get unlucky. Alright, I've got evade still. Never mind. They get to attack twice unless I kill them both here. Damn, that guy. Okay, you know what? We do sure hit. You'd have to one-shot it. Do that or she kills this in 2 attacks. She's got a really high crit chance. Come on, girl. That's not what I wanted to see. There you go. Come on, Kojiro. No problem. I love it. Oh, the sabers ignore break bars, so they just kill you? Like, if you lose your health bar? That's kind of weird. Also, it's kind of dumb, because we don't ever get to do anything like that. Uh-oh. I feel like they needed to tell you that way sooner, because, like, good luck getting the master out of there. I mean, I guess you can go over here. Dude, this Grail front sucks. Like, do you all see what I'm saying? They are just doing the lame... They're just tacking stupid shit on, right? And without any thought to it, right? They added those fucking... Those walls you can break. But they don't make, like, an interesting map like Fire Emblem, where there's, like, you know, a choke, and maybe you can escape out the back by breaking a wall, or the enemies break a wall and then come in from an awkward angle. So you gotta get stuff done before... They don't do any of this stuff, right? This is just shallow garbage. Right, and instead of like making this game mode fundamentally better by like adjusting, you know, the way the map is done or the way the actions are done or the health and all, they don't know. They just keep tacking stupid shit on, and it's just like random bullshit. Yeah, it's so lazy. All right, let's see. This is going to be really tough for him because if I had broke, this would be fine, but because I didn't break, it's gonna be rough. Guess I can just heal him again. And he has his own guts, so that should get around their gimmick. I want to make stars here. We get overgauge. Damn, quick didn't crit. Getting a quick crit on overgauge is a lot of stars. He's kind of like Greek Bedivere with the way he acts. I could have Canis attack it. Hell, I could have Ku attack it, and it's probably not that bad, to be honest. I mean, Ku could probably mess this guy up, as weird as that is. Especially if Ku had his, had the Mystic Code attack up, or he was low on HP for his guts. But I'm too far away to attack it, actually. Caligula's in a pretty bad spot here. This guy's gotta die. Might actually cast my guts just in case something stupid happens when Ku gets attacked. I should get some pretty good refund here, if especially if I get a lucky crit. Critting on Overkill is really nice. No Rainbow Chain though, so that sucks. Well, the art one didn't crit, but at least the quick one did. It's alright. If I go right there, I'm gonna get attacked by a lot of stuff, but next turn I could go right there. I kind of want this guy to attack me. Okay, well, Cuckoo's gonna go over here. Come at me, bro. What to do with Ku? I go right there, I'm gonna get attacked 3 times, but that means I could fuck them up a lot. How brave are we? We're pretty brave. And one of them is an archer, which is a joke. Fuck him, come at me, bro. Oh, the master can move again, but he's in my way. I can get out of the way next turn still. Oh, I think the music's looping. Yeah, if Ku had Merlin up, it'd be 53, and then if the art had crit, it'd be even more. It's actually possible for Ku to get his NP the turn he uses it. You get art crits and stuff. And in a normal solo, you can set up the stars, so that's pretty possible. Merlin is not needed here, but Rainbow Chain is nice. I could have just done double quick though or something. Awfully generous of them to let me go there. You fools! Oh, I think I can quick in. I'm so trying this. This one first because of burn. Yep. I was pretty confident that would not have been a problem. 35 stars, but only doing 2 attacks. I like that. I like how both of them attacked, and then they both died. Oh man, he's going for Canis. That could be rough. Now, lore-wise, Canis is like Omega tanky, but... Oh, all 3 of them are in, actually, so... you won't get much done. He's fucked because of that. He is so fucked because of that. And hey, Canis gets the heal from Tom now. Tom is actually awesome when he gets to fight with his teammates in Grail front just because of that. He can take the heal to go. Oh, did her guts disappear? I guess it did. Unfortunate. No mercy. I could probably kill without, but this guy's gotta go. Yeah, 140. Jeez. Holy crap, that burn is no joke. Something happens when they die. Oh, he empowers the other one. That's kind of cool. That's like the first thing they've done that's kind of interesting. Attacked 2 archers, though. Oh, it was the Berserker that attacked. Never mind. The support one got all the cards, but the support one does less damage than mine, but... Rainbow Brave Chain is pretty nice. Oh, God. You missed every crit, and one of them was 80%. If any of those cards had crit, you would have killed them, and now we have to waste an action. Way to go, lady! Really incentivizing people to roll for you right now. Oh, look, the Berserker thinks he's gonna kill Ku. How cute. I am now going to do an outrageous amount of damage. Didn't even crit and I did 33k. Look at this extra attack, dude. That's insanity. And Ku doesn't have an event bonus. That's just like the normal damage he can do with his extra to a Berserker. Good turn, good turn. Okay, 1 turn and this thing fires. I think Caligula's gonna get hit. Damn, he was in like the worst spot possible. Oh wait, no, if I go this way, he's good. I think somebody's gonna get hit though. I think it's gonna have to be Tom. Look, he's a story support. It is no big deal. Yeah, there's only so much room here. Yep, not a lot he can do here. Someone had to get the short end of the stick. I cannot believe this guy is alive, so I can't attack this guy like I want to. Kodro could attack it, but he'd be on the burn square. Might just have to do that, though. Oh, she can't go right there. Damn it. Well, fuck it. She's doing it then. Yeah, the master would probably only take 1 damage, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Maybe I should have... Oh. Whoops. That was a mistake. If I had my NP, it would not have been a mistake, because I could just hit them both. Well... Hey, hey, indeed. Tell that to them. Man, what is wrong with her? Like, we did a fucking Rainbow Brave chain with her last time, right? Nothing crit. And we just did it get nothing crit. Like, not one crit out of 6 attacks. No way that was statistically likely. I think he just yeeted my evade. Well, Kojiro is a unit that exists. Has not gotten to do a whole lot. I don't really want to stand on all these burn tiles, but I'd like to get closer to the boss. If I go right there, she'll be in the combat when he comes, and she'll take the burn damage. Well, fine. I got attacked anyway, and that way I don't take the burn damage. Sorry, Tom. Hopefully this doesn't one-shot you. He needs a better scope. True! I'm gonna destroy my crit chance if I do that now. I'll save it. Got one job, lady. 40, 20, 60. Well, I don't think that's defense up, chat. Pretty sure that's damage cut. What the hell? He double crits Cuckoo. What on earth? Well, time to blow some stars. Was not ready for that. Ridiculous. I bet you she'll kill this guy, though. Man. Yeah, 0. I wonder if you kill that one first, if it gives the other one an attack buff or something. That'd be cool. It is defense up? Yeah, it must be 100% then. So then armor ignored would be actually pretty legit. He's gonna have his NP here. So I need to kill it next turn, which is kind of a problem because he's still got the break bar. Can't do a lot here. Yeah, everyone gets their NP. I think I can kill him twice. Although when I attack him, he gets a turn. Ooh, it did not kill him, but he had full HP, so that hits pretty hard. Let's see. I can cast her evade. She still has evade. I could use Mysticode on her. Just go for it then. Sucks that this guy gets an NP though. Do I really want to evade the story support? Not really, no. Like, how bad can it be? All right, 74k. Should be no problem. That's not Nobunaga. That's a weird orb thing. Oh, he's not allowed to... That's weird. The break bar makes him retreat, so he doesn't get to take his turn. Interesting. The color red close enough to Nobu, apparently. I would like to save her NP for the boss, but I really want to do the 100k. They can rainbow chain, but I have very little faith in them, to be honest. Alright, Cuckoo, don't let me down. 100k. Got some buffs. Cut him in half! That ain't gonna fly. Oh, never mind! We have the crit buff and everything, and she had 4 damage buffs. And she had double crit buff, buster up for like event bonus things. Good enough. Oh, that's everybody. All right. Man, Caligula has not gotten to have much fun here. Guess you want to put the master somewhere where he's likely to be able to get out of the way, regardless of where it comes in. I wish this was harder. Oh, I love how they get to go, dude. That's so silly. Yeah, she finally didn't miss a crit. Who's saving it? I guess this gives Cuckoo... They made Cuckoo lose her evade, but she gets her skills back, so it's probably worth. Weird way to get NP gain, but it's something. Actually, that was pretty solid NP gain for Buster stuff. Yeah, ambush spawns. I much prefer when reinforcements like show up and then they have to wait to go. I think it's a way like fairer system. Oh damn, the core can. How does that work? When it, like the core jumps out of the body and like uses its little tendrils here to like make legs and walks over and attack. Like what the hell? That's pretty weird. Why can't this just be a regular boss fight? Not exactly the fanciest of animations I've ever seen. It's worth it to apply the burn first here. It really is nice to do the quick chain, but I'd like to remind everyone that Ku does not have an event bonus. But apparently this enemy takes like counter class damage. We're not getting our berserker stuff though, but we're getting the burn and then like proper counter class numbers for some reason. What event? What CE? He's got Yang CE, so he gets the bonus damage to burn enemies, which that guy is burning now. So, oh, he gets to attack more than once too. Trying to give me attack down. Please. Yeah, whatever this is making him take like counter class damage or something. I think he might even be taking more than counter class damage. Seems like some nonsense. Either way, he's getting shredded. This is honestly a really cool idea. I just wish it was done better. I think this has the makings of something that could have been awesome, but there's just so little effort put into the map and the enemies and stuff that it's ultimately kind of lame. But like, it could be good. Okay, get them out of the way. Okay, what? Why is every song looping? Like, what the fuck? Oh, wait a minute. I think the last song was like the remix, and this is the actual song. Excuse me. All right, Cuckoo's brave. She don't need to run away. Probably should have attacked with Ku first, and then moved Ku out of the way, because if it makes Ku join in, that's actually a waste. Yep, that was bad. I should have just attacked with Ku and then had him move away a tile. I guess the only benefit is I can do this, but yeah, that was a mistake. I could totally give Ku the battery, though. Don't think he needs... I think I bust her chain here. As kind of odd as that is, I think that's the way to go. This would have been so much better, though, if I had attacked with Ku first. I'm just wasting PFA. Although I can probably break here. Although I hold on. Let's see if she can break. Can she be a hero? She's got the proper foreigner numbers. Come on. No. No. Wow, that was honestly a massive misplay. Not having her attack, but just attacking with Ku. That was super bad. Like, it's crazy how much value I just threw away. Because I could have done about that damage with just Cuckoo. And then Ku would have just not taken damage and used PFA or any of that stuff. So that was really bad. Boss will NP. I could just guts it. It's probably fine. Although I think if you break his bar, it makes him retreat. And like, surely she can break with this. Chat, this is honestly cool. It's just, it's too easy. Like, the idea is cool though. But I think he looks cool and the map attack is a cool idea. Man, she's really pushing it. I have more confidence in Ku's damage than hers, honestly. So I guess he can talk. Kind of curious what his personality is. Yeah, they did reinforcements during my turn. I wish they would do that more. Although those units could have already gone, right? So it's practically the same thing. 3-turn shield, I guess. That's what that looks like. That's annoying. Also, what is this camera? Jeez. Oh boy, those enemies being right there is going to be awkward for Kojiro. I should have brought Herc. God, I regret my my decisions here. If Kojiro can kill one of these, that'd be pretty good. This is gonna make her attack as well, though. Like, this is almost awesome. Oh, hi, Asterios. Asterios, I'm so sorry, buddy. You are gonna have a very bad time here. Yeah. No! God damn it! Okay, maybe you're not having a bad time. Good thing he didn't, like, Buster crit, you know, like, attack first and then Buster crit, and then, like, because he probably would have killed. Woo! Boy, that could have been bad. If he popped evade, well, actually, Kojiro had sure hit. It wouldn't have mattered. Oh, he's got a break bar. Oh, crap. Does he have a break bar? He does. So attacking him and then not killing him is fine. Because if she killed, she'd move in, which is not good. Man, poor Caligula. It's not getting to do anything. Well, the master is certainly protected. Fuck it. Take him out! Oh man, Kojiro is so cool. Sucks that they don't use him seriously very often. Damn, not quite. Ooh, what? Oh, fuck. That's, there goes the break bar. And before it makes her advance, even though she's dead, I bet you it does. That's the kind of coding I expect out of FGO. Yep. It's, not great. I don't think it fires this turn. If it does, that's quite bad, because she's on her, final health bar here. Gentlemen. Oh, fuck, I moved off the shadow square. That was a mistake. Kind of weird seeing that from a shadow servant. I'm not sure he's taking this seriously. Come on, get some crits. No, that's not a crit. There you go. I think I only needed one crit there. She's on her last leg. Guess I heal her back up instead of healing the break bar one. This won't do too much. Yeah, I know, no buffs or animation updates for Asterios. Oh man. But that's how FGO's been. I mean, a lot of low stars and stuff have been center stage. Like Gilles de Reyes and stuff, and they just don't get anything. It's been like a year and a half or something since the animation update. Maybe even more than that. I think Jolter didn't even get one. They're coming at us. Sucks that we got Tom Fu barred by the stage gimmick here, because he might get his bar broke. Yep, and he doesn't get to attack back. Grail front's really snowbally like that. I actually really hate that mechanic. I think that's part of why Grail front is so bad. And why PvP wouldn't work, is because it just incentivizes going first so much and getting a lot done. Because it like extra fucks up the enemy. I really think that's a big mistake. Ugh, this turn's not great. He might be able to kill. Yeah, the extra. Yeah, he's got so much bonus damage. It's fine. Watch them do a Jolter animation update, and then people are like, yay, animation updates are back, and then that's the only time they do it. Fuck, she's probably dead. At least you lose the break bar. He's being an idiot. Wow, what a dummy. And now she can evade, so she can maintain that health bar. I don't want to kill this guy. I want Kojiro to be able to kill it. So, just get him low enough. Like, if I NP Buster, he's probably dead. I'm gonna kind of intentionally do a kind of scuffed combo. I could have done like a Rainbow Brave Chain, and with like decent crit chances. But I'd rather just make sure he lives. But I guess if he died, Kojiro could just move. It wouldn't really matter. Oh, that's bad. Love enemies getting a turn when they spawn. There's no way I could have, known that if I hadn't done the stage before. He's got a defense up. Thankfully, he did not lose the health bar. Come on, Orange. Why did I not give him buff success chance? Thankfully, he landed it anyway. Let's go. You know what? His crit chance is pretty scuffed, but miracles happen. He don't even need no crits. No event bonus either, and I don't think his, I think he has Art of Death or something, and I don't think it kicked in there. Oh, he moved. That's annoying. Easy kill right here. Unless Kojiro gets 0 cards, then I'd have to NP, which would be kind of annoying. Well, I'm gonna have to NP. Alright. Throw out the stars first. It's fine, we get the stars for next time. 61. Easy. Cutting that a little close. Oh god, I think she's gonna get shot. Damn it. If I kill this thing, it's gonna move me into the radius. Damn. I might be able to debate him to attack the master. That might actually be worth it here. Kuku's gonna have a bad time. Yeah, I guess we Damn it, I should have put the Master right there, though, because he's a great unit to finish this guy off, because he's counterclassing. Everyone else, like, is awkward because they don't have their NPs. I wonder if he'd go... I don't think he'll go for the Master there. Let's see what he does. Alright, I think we just pass. Man, poor Cuckoo. He flew too close to the sun. No, you can't swap with somebody unless they have the points to move. Let's see. Fine. Whiffing the stars, but I want the damage. That is so much. What? That coup damage on a saber, dude. Oh man, I didn't think we were gonna kill him on that turn. Why did what? I don't know why he did that. Woo! 1 HP. All right, so he can't break a bar. It looks like. So he can't attack it, but he can attack it with his teammates initiating. It's a fun strategy. That's why having more squares is better, and like most of the maps are so linear, you can't do that very often. And it's just so like the maps need to be bigger with more breathing room, but the thing is, for them to do that, the AI has to be better. Because right now, the only way they can make anything even remotely difficult is by like hand holding the shitty AI, like big time. Just in case they somehow break with the busters. If he crit and then I attacked a third time, probably could have done it. Really like this NP. It's not like the best I've ever made or anything, but he's cool. And we go again. Yeah, it's nice that they finally added like an old stage type character. I've been saying that forever. And then now we are not an old sage, but you do what you must. Can he kill? He's got crit up, bonus damage, attack up. Right. Oh yeah, I'm not even. That third card just blew him out of the water there. I wouldn't really say discount. To be honest, he looks cooler than Emiya does. Emiya's drip ain't that strong. Not kid ourselves here. I'm guessing he can't move while he's in the bubble. He needs to stay there, though, to block the spawner. Damn it. Emiya doesn't have sandals. That's a fair point. Dude, it has spawned 3 of those, and just because I didn't have a unit on it. That sucks. I was only off by 1 square. Alright, Canis, you've got guts. And there goes some of your buffs. And he crit. And he crit again. That's very reasonable game. I don't know. Maybe I should go NP gain. Damn, Canis didn't get anything done there. No crits. Very bad turn. Well, the Master's in... Oh, no, the Master's in a fine spot. Never mind. I do like the mixture of like wanting to block the spawns while getting out of the way of these. That's actually legitimately pretty cool. I do not want Cuckoo to join in on this attack, but I don't want to move her either. I guess I attack with her and then move her. It's tempting to do the 3rd skill, or 2nd skill, but I think we'll do this. Also rip stars. See red, press red. So his burn is gone. Gotta remember that for Ku. That must be his crit animation. Bunch of buff success down of like different types, I suppose. Something like that. Weird that it's playing her victory line off of that. You know what? I'm gonna let her come along because then they can both NP and it's probably just gonna die, which is a little disappointing, but... Oh, that was his NP? Oh, that's super underwhelming. That is outrageously underwhelming. I wish I had the Mysticode attack up. Art card gets the rainbow chain. I could do her buster like that to get the first card buster bonus and then do the crit. But then we don't get the defense down for her. But you know what? That's probably worth it. That's a big card. Yeah, no burn, but it's probably fine. Although I'm throwing away 40% damage actually, so maybe it's not fine. Yeah, I think I'm overestimating. Yeah, she only did. Okay, I messed up. That was not enough. That was not enough damage to warrant bringing her. Yeah, I mean, it worked, but I would have done more damage if she left and Ku attacked on his own and did burn, NP, you know, then quick, extra. The total damage would have been higher. That's kind of sad. Canis was going to have a pretty big fight down there. This was almost awesome. It's just not quite there. Again, it's not like flushed out. I wish the challenge quest was a Grail front and was that, but harder. Right? Like, it's an interesting idea with like the gray spawns and the map attack and stuff, but it's not hard enough. I think the fruit will just summon him and her NP or something, but like, yo, kick their ass, right, kind of thing. That's what I would expect. So chat, does this have a challenge quest, and is it just a normal stage? I couldn't play FGO yesterday because I wanted to save it for the stream, so I didn't get to like check any of that. Not yet. Oh, so are we still time gated? I waited 2 days and we're still time gated? Oh no. All right, hold on. I need to, I gotta lie down. I'm in shock. No, I gotta grab something to eat real quick. 1 second. Wait, no time gate? There's just no challenge quest. Oh. Well, I guess I'm not making a lot. Well, you know what? Actually, chat, you know what? I didn't need to make a video anyway because Ku finishes the class score thing tomorrow, where I get the final like command spell unlock thing. So I can start working on that, and that's going to be a huge undertaking. So that's probably for the best, but I was just in the mood to, you know, do a challenge quest, and especially if like the new units were applicable. I was kind of looking forward to that, but I have so much to do because I'm gonna do edits. There's a lot of like edits that like I know how to do, but I don't ever put them in my videos because they're too time consuming. And I'm not gonna worry about that for Ku though, right? If it takes a month, it takes a month. If it takes 2 months, it takes 2 months. You know, whatever. If I'm gonna just do what I want to do, right, regardless of time for that video. Doesn't matter if it like is a successful video or not. I just want to do it. So yeah, it's going to take a minute, right? It's going to take a second because I'm also to be a boomer. Lost can appreciate this. Me and my brother have been playing, you know, classic Warcraft on the side, you know, here and there, just, you know, for fun. And we're deciding to do something for the next 4 weeks. We're doing something very time consuming, which was not a good idea. So we're doing, for Lost will know, we're doing like the PvP ranking, right? Which in the classic version of the game, it takes, it's very time consuming. So, yeah, you know, I could stream hardcore someday, but I don't think my audience would care about that. I've never played hardcore either, but, anyway, yeah, I'm trying to do that, which is time consuming. And then I'm gonna work on this Ku video, which is gonna be time consuming. So it's probably a good thing there's no challenge quests right now. Still, I like challenge quests. They're like my favorite content, generally speaking, so still not exactly happy about it. When watching the duel tournament, it's actually been really enjoyable for Classic WoW. It was a really good, well set up duel tournament. Easy to follow. Been really fun watching, you know, all the matchups and stuff. So is the event over? So there's no time gate? Like the event's done? So there's no challenge quest? I guess in their mind that was the challenge quest, and it could have been if it was just a little bit harder. I honestly, I legitimately like the idea, like how, did he just fly through the roof? What? She's having a moment. But anyway, I legitimately like the idea of like, if you go off the spawns, because here's the thing, if you're getting near the end, you could legitimately make the decision to like, hey, I'm gonna keep Canis or Ushi or whoever you're using on the smoke so the enemy doesn't spawn, right? And just eat the laser. Now, if the stage goes on too long, that might not be worth it, but like, you know, if it's like, oh, I need to try to finish him off, you know, that's cool, right? There's some fun stuff there. Just trying to escape the singularity. Oh, I'm sure that won't pan out because they're not going to have an event character infiltrate the main story. That would be awesome, but they're not going to do that. Like, there's no world where she like shows up in OC2 or the finale when the filler's over, right? It's just not going to happen. Even BB doesn't get to do anything in the main story, really. He gets like a mention. They don't do much. So why can the fruit summon the father of monsters? Can someone explain this to me? I don't, it's like, why though? That's really odd. That's kind of like the Grail getting personified for some reason, right? And then it summons Joan of Arc or something. Like, why though? Actually, it's more like I'm trying. It's more like the food Odysseus ate, right? That was made by Circe. Can summon Odysseus. That's actually, and that's such a stupid sentence, but that's actually what it is, right? So it'd be like that's kind of dumb. Like I don't really get that. Oh, I see. She didn't. Okay, that's better. I mean, if she's ever playable though, she's still probably gonna be able to summon him for some reason. So this is the real. She went to the physical location that this guy was in the singularity, right? So the singularity takes place where he was, right? And then so that's the real one. Okay, that's way better, honestly. The stupid part then is just the fact that she's a sentient fruit, but that is better. And if she's ever playable, they'll probably find a stupid reason for her to be able to summon him that way, and then I'll call it stupid. But yeah, for now, okay, that's not so bad. So yeah, so I guess, wait, then shouldn't he be able to escape the singularity then, though? I'm confused. Like, she can't, I would imagine, unless she has some super hack's power, but I'm guessing she doesn't. But I don't see why he couldn't. This would honestly be a lot cooler if they did escape the singularity. We CS. Are we? Oh, wait. Are we just gonna nuke them? Because that's kind of silly. The thing is, she's not really. Because Iris Veil's not even a sentient Holy Grail. She's an homunculus that, you know, got absorbed by the Holy Grail. Same thing for Angra. You know, Angra's like a demon god. You know, all evils and stuff. Like that's actually very different. So we CS Tom, I'm assuming, and then we blasted them. This is like the third or fourth time she's been sniped. So that's it? Like, were they gonna actually escape, and the reason they don't is just because of that? That's kind of fucked. And then, is he gonna die because of that? Because if he's the physical one, I don't know why he would. So she's dead. That's so anticlimactic. Although I guess snipers need to get glory sometimes, but it's just kind of, we've sniped her so many times. Why did the link to the Apple emoji get posted and not the Apple emoji? That's a good question. So what happened to everyone else? I guess we'll see here. It was a pretender Link. What happened to him? Why is he wrecked? Asterios fucked him up. I mean, he wasn't that fucked up last cutscene. And like, you literally use him in the stage and whatnot. Kind of convenient. Boy, he did not get a lot of screen time. Also, why don't we just like that whole, if he was around that long, why didn't we just use Asclepius? Like, goddamn people. Oh, you're right. That was mine. You are correct. That was not. It's because they had an NPC Tom, and what's her name? But you know, you're correct. Well, there goes Tom. So what did the father of monsters just die? Because she died, even though he was the physical one? What? I don't understand. Like, if he was the real physical one, why would he die if she dies? It's not like he's his master and he's out of mana, right? I don't get it. I'm confused. Yeah, we're back in Chaldea, so I guess that's that. Suddenly Pinth. Guessing she's not a fan of Theseus. Why weren't you in the actual story? Imagine using one of the most popular Fate characters in a meaningful way. And like, you know, having them interact with new characters. Imagine that. I don't get what happened. I'm really confused now. How is that the end? What the fuck? New lore. I think it's just the same lore. Okay. Yeah, no challenge quest. Just a, like, super hard farming stage. Huh. Alright, well, let's try Theseus out, though. Give him, some actual testing here. Honestly, though, I did not hate the event. It was alright. It was just Grail front is bad, but, like, the theme of the event was cool. The new characters were cool. I did not hate it. I had more fun with this than a lot of the prior events that they've done recently, so it was alright. If it had a good challenge quest, that would really help it out. You know, capping it off with just like a nice fun challenge quest, that would definitely help. Okay, so we got Darius, right? The advanced quest. But let's do Lobo first. Lobo is just like our go-to tomfoolery stage, so. Wait a minute. Let me give him command code. Way down here. Although these command codes aren't that bad. Yeah, these are fine. That's good enough. Give him Golden Sumo. He might already have it. Yep. That'll do. Yeah, aside from the sentient fruit, that was one of the more normal events they've ever done. I wish we could have a normal event like that for a lot of things. Have like a normal pirate event. Do Nottingham, right? You had the Sheriff of Nottingham and stuff like that. Little John. Imagine Little John is a 3-star. Then like Sheriff of Nottingham was maybe like a 4-star antagonist. That'd be awesome, dude. And then add like a 5-star that's a new Robin Hood, right? And if they want the money, you know, they can make it a woman, because they've already said there's a bunch of different, you know, heroic spirits that are Robin Hood because of all the different stories and stuff. So they could make their waifu bucks. Watch them do that and then just not use the Robin Hood we've had this whole time in the event. Or have him like die immediately or whatever. Okay, Lobo way down here. Yeah, Prince John could be a character too. Could be a cool antagonist. Do like him and the sheriff, you know? Man, that'd be really cool, dude. You could make some like fun, like knight-esque, you know, minions or trash mobs for them. I'm really selling myself on this. Oh yeah, Maid Marian. I don't give a crap, but I'm sure someone would like Maid Marian. They might be lazy and just make her an NPC. I could see that. Now. Oh god, my ult account. Jufu has become such a staple that I need to get her 10-10-10 over here. It's honestly annoying, like just having the 5-5. Feels like I'm handicapping the potential of these budget art units. Same for Mozart. I don't have Mozart 10-10-10 over here. 10-10-10 on the main account, but using my support slot for the DPS. How do I want to set this up? So he has no survivability. That's the thing. Probably Leonidas. And Buster units eat so good because Chen Gong, I wish Shakespeare. Chen Gong and Leonidas are just great units anyway, and they give you a lot of taunt options between the two of them, and they're both supporting your damage. Very nice. All right, this account has Leonidas Grailed. Probably gonna need some kind of healing. I almost want to start with Hans, but I'll try it like that. I mean, it should be okay. Kind of want Jufu to NP so we get the stars. Surely this account has a cope scope. Although, yeah, I've rolled since they added it. Wow, do I not have one? Damn. Either that or it's just not leveled. Dang it, I swear like most of my accounts have it. Well, if it's in there, I didn't see it. Well, K-scope it is. Unironically, K-scope really is not good on her because you're not unless she was grailed, but you're not gonna pick her cards for damage, generally speaking. Could do Star Bomb and Leo, but probably not needed. Is he ranked 10? Nope. Shinji it is. Very budget-friendly team, at least. Probably default because, as nice as invulnerability is, I need to taunt the NP, and if I don't, I'm probably dead anyway. And then I'm gonna need the healing to try to stay alive. I think we're gonna have a damage problem because he's not grailed. I think if he was grailed, this setup would be totally fine, but with him at 70, I'm not sure this is gonna work. Matahari's alright, but she's not 10-10-10 either, so she's no good here. If it was my main, I might do that though, because she gives you a crit buff, and he has a lot of ways to make stars, so good synergy there. Absolutely terrible opening hand. Whew. Wow, this sucks. Basically just skipping a turn. Lobo, please attack one time. Come on, one time here. No, not. Okay, well, now it's very likely that, yeah, I'll get my art cards and I don't have my NP. Just fuck off, game. I love how it gave me both of my art cards. That is just such a hit to our value. Oh, you're right. Lobo is a demonic beast. That's probably... I don't mind him getting one of his bonuses. That's fine. Especially with him not being grailed and stuff. I think that's alright. Yeah, I know he has a battery, but I don't want both of my art cards on the same turn. Well, actually, maybe I do. Maybe I'm overestimating. Well, let's find out. Well, actually, maybe we won't find out. Well, it depends on what happens here. Well, okay, no, we will find out. I don't think you want both, but maybe I'm underestimating. Or maybe I'm overestimating, excuse me. Because I suspect I don't need both of them. Wait. No, you absolutely don't want both of them. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, no. Not for the reason... Okay, let me break this down. So the reason I didn't think you needed both of them, and I think I may be right about this, but is because with all these buffs, I think you're just gonna, like, overkill the NP gain. But that... If I didn't, and let's say I needed both of the art cards to loop, you still don't want both of the art cards because of the evade. So yeah, both art cards is just bad. It's just bad. Because I'm just throwing one away. Well, too bad. Let me think. Damn it. Yeah, there's just no way to make this nice. It looks like you do need both. Well, I don't know. That was the first place instead of third, and the NP refunds itself. So hold on, we'll see here. And there's the extra. And I guess potentially overgauge, but I don't know about that. Yeah, no overgauge. Oh nope, yeah, no, I was right. I mean, I was wrong, but not for the reason that, well, no, I was double right, because you don't want two art cards because you only need the one, so that, yeah, I was right. But then you really don't want the second art card because you're just going to throw it away into the shield anyway. Because see, I could have the art card now, right? And that's way better, but no point in NPing here, unfortunately, so we just bonk. That's pretty good though, because Zhu Fu is not giving him the maximum NP gain up and art up because she's not 10-10-10. So there's actually more NP gain to be had there, and it's not like Mozart's the pinnacle of helping you loop. So He'll be very good with like a Friends Cast story and stuff like that. I think he'll be very strong. Not getting any good turns for Mozart. Honestly, I think he might be just ridiculous if you summon a Friends Castoria. And if you Grail him, let's say you Grail him to 80 or 90, that's not that big of an investment. So you need a good Saber, you get him, you know, he's gonna be in the FP summon and everything. You get him NP5, you Grail him to 90, you summon your Friends Castoria, you use your own Jufu or your own Mozart, you know, whatever you got. I think that's gonna perform insanely well. Like, this is a bad stage for him. I mean, he's pretty similar to other 3-stars, especially if there is no Castoria. And like I said earlier, the one thing I really don't like about him, it's not a problem in like a vacuum if I'm just talking about him on his own, but he's too similar to the other Sabers in that he does exactly what the other single target Sabers do. Right? Like all the boss killing Sabers are damage, 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 no survivability. Right? They're all the same. Bedivir's like that, Caesar's like that, he's like that. It's just kind of boring having them all be so similar. But in terms of just being useful, I think he's totally fine. Like, his NP gain is very good. I do think this stage is gonna warp like, I think it's very easy for him to NP twice, and potentially even 3 times during the duration of his skills. And that's very good, especially for a 3-star. And if the enemy is a demonic beast or giant, it's just super good. So I don't think you're going to see him like all the time in budget setups and whatnot, but I think you'll definitely see him. He'll be used. I would like a turn to use Mozart's 3rd skill, but not exactly happening with Jufu here. He's probably better with Hohenheim than Mozart, to be honest, unless you just absolutely have got to do huge burst damage. Like, the buffs lasting multiple turns would be more useful to him. And it sucks that Jufu died and Mozart still has his shield. I don't have my buffs, but I'll just take it here. He's doing great, though. For level 70, he's killing it. I suspect if he was Grailed, Lobo would already be dead. We do have a higher standard for single target units here, but still, this is actually a good performance, especially with how he so wants to be able to use his 3 cards freely. Like, everyone wants to, but for example, if you're like a Buster unit, you're not going to be looping off your NP or anything like that. You're not sacrificing that much by having to throw a card out first to get rid of the evade. But an art unit is sacrificing a lot. So this stage, I think, does hurt him quite a bit. Oh, wow. But see, this is what I'm talking about. You don't need the 2 art cards. Like, this is just better because now I've still got the art card in the deck. Well, actually, I think I already used the art card, but it's still just better to use it on a separate turn, I think, every time. He might be dead here. I wish I had a Buster card. That'd be better. I'm ready to zeet the app in case we kill here. But no, he's good. That impresses me. Especially with the setup being a little bit unoptimal. Right, in the deck that shuffled in a bad way. You know, the 2 art cards together was bad. And he's still killing pretty smoothly. Jufu's skills aren't max. Mozart's skills aren't max. Yeah, he's dead. I'm not even gonna give that art card a chance, because and we actually would not quite loop on that one. No, wait, no, he would, because he'd overgauge or overkill. And the reason that he'd get the card on its own would get to like 90 some odd %, but there's no extra attack. But because of the overgauge, I'm pretty sure he'd get his NP right there anyway. Well, maybe not, because he didn't have Jufu's buffs that time. But with the overkill, maybe. Not worth potentially losing the stage, though. I will say this, though. As impressive as that was, some of that was his niche, right? He only had one of his niches, but it would have been a bit slower. But still, I mean, honestly, with the context and how much that stage is kind of wonky for him, it's good showing. Let's do a solo with him, actually. He's not a good solo unit at all, but, anyone got a Grailed one? Because I'd love to compare a Grail, because Grailing with a DPS unit like him, like getting, with that much damage, getting the higher space stats, I think will be pretty noticeable. Doesn't look like it. I haven't seen anyone else with him on their support list, actually, so I'm not sure a lot of people rolled for him. The shitty part is, though, it's really hard to actually see randoms now. I don't have a single random player because every single random that procced is a bot. So I think it's just a combination of the player base being smaller than it's ever been, and there being more bots than there's ever been. But I do think the player base has just dropped a lot. I don't think they've gained any new players. Like, I think the percentage of new players is so tiny, it's like not even worth mentioning. And then players are quitting, right, over time. The player base is getting a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, and that's why it's so important to be able to bring in new players. Hold on. These command codes are definitely not what you want for our boy Richard here. There we go. Takes forever because the command card is always throwing me off. These two are the ones that mostly need to be switched. Agreed. I don't know if I can get Sanson to work on YouTube. I'll look into it though. I guess I don't have to change this one because if I did the heal one, it might mess up this. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep it like that. Either that or maybe I change this one to damage and then make that the star bomb, but now I'll keep it the way it is. Guadia for anniversary 9 among some copium. I have decent faith that Guadia will be added someday, but it just depends, right? Because they might have Guadia like sacrifice himself or bring back Romani or just, whatever. I mean, there's so many things he could do with his character. They thought about making him playable because he's got victory line and extra attack animation and extra attack voice line, and like they were thinking about it. We shall see. I don't think I brought out a Rosh, but I got a lucky opening hand, so it's fine. So how do you guys feel about the 2 new 3 stars? Any fans? I figure most of my viewers are NA players, so I'm curious what people are looking forward to them or don't really care. Yeah, I like them both. I don't like either of them as much as like Asclepius, for example, right? But I like them. I'm enjoying them. They're well designed in terms of like, well, him having no survivability, I'm not really a fan of. But again, it's too similar. But like they both fit in a way that is useful, right? There are things that the budget players could use, but they're not replacing budget stuff that already exists, and I really like that. And they're both like that, so that's a big positive. I only like the tree, that she jumps into. I like them, but I don't want to use SQ. Yeah, I always get the 3 stars though, so Although, because they're going to be an FP summon, if I had really not liked them, like if one of them was like Uriel or, you know, or something here, I probably would have just waited for FP. Deploy, are you just like that Gladdy face looking at the tree? And then Maddie at the other two? New 3-stars just in time for new players to use. Yeah, all those 5 new players we got in the last 3 years. Gonna pull for both. I'll win the NFP. Alright, don't want to use the battery, although that'll lower my NP damage. That happens a lot with him, I find. Where, if you want that maximum NP damage, you're just gonna whiff the battery. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't think he needs the battery. I mean, he doesn't have as many buffs as he had before. But, oh my god, why do I have anniversary block? We had pretty nice luck at the start there. Like getting cards, making stars. Yep, that was a throw. I think the last unit I used here might have been Buster or something, so it was just stuck in the head. I don't even. That's the one we want. Can we have 3-stars are cool? I agree. But can we have a new Mystic code that's like Anniversary Blonde, but it's for quick? Right? Give it like Evade 20-star bomb, big quick up. Right? And then you can do an art one. Right? And you can make it Guts again or Invulnerability, you know, whatever you want to do. Like, Jesus. Like, that's how you make good Mystic codes, is you don't make them like off the wall, you just do the basics. Because the basics are good. Okay, we're pushing it a bit more on killing now. If I had his passive for anti-berserker damage, I think we'd be alright, but I don't have it. This is why you're supposed— oh, we got a lucky crit. We would not have killed that without that crit. But yeah, that's why you're supposed to bring a Raj. It evens the playing field with all the units that you use. Okay, that we can handle. Anniversary brunette, yeah. Yep, anti-berserker passive like Betty. Alright, how many stars can I make? I really am looking forward to a new main story where there happens to be a boss where I can use this guy. I'll have fun with that. Just watch though, the next Singularity or 2 just won't have any stages that are good for the new units, coincidentally. Honestly, I don't need this one. Wait, let me look at what it does exactly. I know it's got the star absorb part, but I don't— he's already got the crits. It gives you crit damage. But I don't need the stars. I think I hold it. We're lowering our damage a good bit, but I think spreading— I may not be able to crit next turn on my own. Because we've got the Star Bomb command code, first skill, and whatever few stars we get off of these art cards. He made 1 art card off of his NP. 0 off that. 2 off that, so 3 total so far. That wasn't too bad. I didn't actually need it. No, well, I mean, I might if I get, I guess, unlucky, but, damn, I didn't quite loop. Shit. Well, we did not play this right. Mistakes have been made. Wait, I didn't need the— okay, I just can't do this right. There was no point in doing that skill there because I was gonna rainbow chain, which would give me 20% crit, so there wouldn't have been any RNG anyway. There is the Asterios stage with Uriel, which is what I used in the video. And he did 1,000,000 damage with very modest buffs. Like, incredibly modest buffs, so. And at level 70. Yeah, if Asterios or Minotaur is ever a major boss again, dude, he will just obliterate Minotaur, because he can break the bar with almost any support, so you can bring whatever you want to help him survive or loop or whatever you're wanting to do. And then he's got good refund and stuff, so it's not too hard to NP a second time. And then because Minotaur only has 2 health bars off memory. He'd have been really fun for the Super Minotaur fight. Obviously, those were stupid stages, but the Minotaur one was like reasonable enough. Oh, great. Why am I not bringing Arash? Even if I crit here, I'm not sure we'll kill. Oh, we did crit and we did kill. Well, how about that? Just get lucky. That's twice where I got a bad opening hand and I couldn't necessarily kill one of these. And I got the 20% crit. Okay, now that just sucks, but at least it's a buster. Now you're just messing with me, game. I guess I'm just gonna CS to heal whatever damage this golem does to me. I don't think that'll have any effect on the stage. It's just like if I'd gotten better cards. Saves time. Make stars so I can make stars next turn. Man, that defense up is no joke. Guessing it's 30%. Might even be 40. Oh, no, I don't have both of them back. In case I record some footage tomorrow. And I might need my CS, like all 3 CS, to like do something really stupid with Ku. Like buff stack them like crazy, and then use all 3 CS on Ku. Just to see what like ludicrous numbers we get. I should just bring a Rosh. He lowers your star gen, which really does hurt us, but it's so inconsistent without. Also, Arash is awesome. At least, chat, we've taken a lot of hits with them not doing animation updates, but at least Arash got a good one before they stopped. It does suck that they didn't make the long, the slow-mo version of his NP do the full chant. Like, that sucks. But, still, Arash got a pretty good animation update. You don't overcap with this guy that easily, actually. Not solo, anyway. In a team, you do, but solo, it's like I almost never was, like, getting to the boss with 50 stars. Let alone the turn after the boss. And like now we like so the 2 times I soloed and I didn't have a rush, we always had enough stars though to crit on that first turn. But depending on what happens here, we might not. But sometimes you get lucky and like a rush actually makes decent stars, so it might be okay. It really just depends on how the deck shuffles. Not shuffling that great so far. Yeah, that was Battle Cats music. Alright. Make as many stars as possible. This is so shit because there is just no stars to be had here. Well, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You know, both times I did it without a Rosh, I was at the boss, and I pretty much had 100% crit rate. That sucks that we just crit. That sucks, dude. Why? Literally everything is happening to screw over our crits here. Because us critting that guy means he's not alive to get hit by Stella, which means Stella has a lower hit count. We made 6 stars, 4 of which were from the command code. The good news is we will have a use of our star absorb now. Like, we could still get bad luck, but hopefully it works out. There we go. This star absorb worked out. Normally it does. Every once in a while, though, you'll get like a 90 or an 80 or something, but it worked out. That's good. That would have been super annoying. So it looks like, though, on his own, if you don't get overgauge or overkill or maybe attack a caster, it looks like you can't loop. I suspect if you do overgauge, though, you probably do loop off of that. But yeah, he needs teammates like Hohenheim, something like that, to loop. So if the enemy had a decent hit count, you could loop that way, and if you don't use the first skill, I could use it now, and I could loop. Big bonk. Now, he's not gonna do that great of damage here because this guy's not giant or demonic beast. That's not even the problem. We're just level 70, right? We're class neutral, level 70. We have no survivability. There's really no world he's gonna have like some like amazing showing. But most units at level 70 are gonna have a pretty bad time here. I think he's pretty good. We'll definitely use him more. Maybe go fight Columbus, Megalos, check that out. Damn it, I need to get his anti-berserker passive. I would need to get one more copy of him and then get him to bond 5. I think then I'd have enough coins. But I've already used enough SQ for getting these 2 3 stars. I don't really want to use more. Damn, I'm already at the point where I kind of need an invulnerability. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die on the NP turn no matter what. So do what we can in the meantime. Hard card first because the damage difference between it and quick is not enough for me to care, and I'd like to make a few more stars by having the quick later. I actually would have lived there, but then I'd have to use the invulnerability here. Alright, let's not do the first skill. Just hope I happen to live here. Oh wait, I can heal. Damn it. Oh, bad timing. I kind of have to do this. Man, I could loop with my first... Okay, I'm not going to be able to loop next turn with my first skill because I'm not using Art. So I might as well do the crit stuff, or the stars per turn. Maybe I should have saved that invulnerability. It's possible I could have lived those 2 turns with that. It's unlikely, though. He would have done about 4k to me. So I'd have like 2,200 health or so. I would have lived. I would have lived because he double buffed. You're just making fun of me. He's taunting me. And now I'm going to whiff 1 turn of my buffs because we're dying so soon. So I could have lived this turn, potentially, and then kept these buffs because then I'm going to die with my buffs still up. Honestly, got him to half health, and I messed up a bunch. So I could probably get him down here on health. For level 70? With neither of his niches coming up? That's pretty good. I wonder how Bedivere does. Because Bedivere's got the defense buff, that's it. And none of the sabers get to live here. This does more damage, but it has a lower crit. I think I take it anyway. Go for the big plays. Nope. But damn, that's pretty good. I don't think he did better than Lancelot. I'm not sure. I think we maybe could have done better than Lancelot because we could have lived. I think Fergus did pretty good here, actually. Actually, I think Fergus, when Grailed, can win. I don't think we ever did it, but I think we noticed that he could. Because, just so tanky. I can't quite test Lancelot here. Like, the correct way to test Lancelot would use a level 80 Lancelot. Thankfully, though, mine's 90, so it's not that, not like that great, but like 100 would definitely be too much, but. I couldn't, oh, wait, no, I am 100. Fuck. I thought I was 90. I don't know why I thought I was 90. I do like Lancelot a lot. Anybody got an 80 or 90 Lancelot? Any normal, but you gotta be 10, 10, 10, right? Shit. Well, we could do the 100 one and just like try to guess what it would have been like if he was lower level, but no, you can't do no CE because like that's not quantifiable. Like that's such a different effect on your performance with the way like damage is calculated, and also just this like you know, getting your NP. Like if you have no starting NP, you won't NP turn 1 a lot of the time, but you would always NP turn 1, right? Like that's just that's not equivalent, right? That's like two different. I think the best thing to do is just play him, and then you just look at the like what he did, and you're like, yeah, kind of, you know, I wonder what that would have been like, you know, if he had lower stats. You can get some. What the fuck? Not in the UI. I thought I was. But yeah, it's not perfectly like for like. Just is what it is. Wait, no. Funnily enough, he wants to set up very similar. There's definitely some RNG though, when you use units like this, because it's like, well, what if the boss crits? Because I don't think we got crit at all, right? But what if we did, right? What if because he triple skilled? Well, what if he triple attacks or triple? You know, when there's no survivability in your kit, there's just. You're really at the mercy of what the boss decides to do. You're gonna see a lot of variance in like how you do. I would say NP3 just because Lancelot's been in the game for so long. It's hard to honestly do that kind of stuff, but if all we have is NP2, I'll take what I can get. I'm gonna use mine first though, so I'm not gonna do all this fucking shit and then not use him. Probably a better 3-star bomb than that, but because he doesn't do an attack up. The MP2 will be fine. Actually, I am kind of excited to use Lancelot here just to see how he does, because he is a pretty bad solo. You know, wait, why is there... What? God, why do you have to go forward to go backwards? Like, why is the default when you back out to reset the team? Like, why? Such weird fucking decisions with this game. Maybe just damage. Like, the Star Absorb is nice, but like, I wonder if just damage would be better there. Wait, isn't there like a really... So this command code that I'm thinking of, you would not even want... Yeah, this one's better. It's just no star bomb. But you wouldn't want that on the new guy, Theseus, because he's got the art card specific. I don't know, the Luvia one is not as good. Like, I find that extra... You need every bit of Star Absorb you can get when you don't have, like, funneled stars, or you're not making 50 stars. But making 2 stars is also really nice. I guess we'll find out if that's a mistake or not. Lancelot's actually pretty tough to figure out the command codes for him. It's because he does have a pretty big flaw in his kit, so it's like, how do you best make up for it? I like that, though. I like units that have flaws. Not necessarily the flaws he has, but I think units are a lot more fun when their positive aspects are so good, it's worth putting up with the negatives and to play around the negatives. I think that actually makes video games, not just FGO, but I think it just makes video games a lot more fun. Unfortunately, a lot of video games do not design that way, and they overbuff things, and as time goes on, you know, power creep just gets more and more silly, and then all the units become flawless. Well, we didn't need a rush because we got such a good hand, but it is better to just bring him. I need to do as little damage as possible here, though. Oh, of course you crit. George, please. George, please. George. That literally ruins the entire... Like, I can't actually go to the boss correctly now. All because we crit with like a 20% crit chance. And then earlier, we were throwing out like, you know, 30, 50, 80, right? And then we did another turn of like 3 decent crits and all 6 failed, right? I'm not sure it's going to be possible to not kill this golem. I think I have to just reset the stage. Like that there's just no way. Because the other cards for Lancelot would do more damage and would have a higher crit rate. Man, the YouTube chat window when I have it on pop-out mode is so obnoxious because it always... They have like the little icon to do an emote. And it covers up chat. Like the guy that just said something, I literally can't tell what you said because the like heart icon is covering up a keyword. I'm just gonna say filler crap to move what you said. Anyway, okay, now I know what you said. Would it be better to invest in Saito or Lancelot? They're both good enough, so I'd go with which one you like. But overall, I would say Saito's better because he's more well-rounded because he has survivability where Lancelot has none. Like, Lancelot has slightly better peak damage, but Saito is, like, on average, is going to pretty much be the same damage, right? It's not that big of a deal. And then Saito has survivability, and in some boss fights and things like that, that matters. But if you like Lancelot, it's fine, right? Like, and I think Lancelot's very fun to use, so I wouldn't... If you're like, man, this Lancelot guy just looks so cool, I love his animations or whatever, then just go with him. But if you like Saito, too, right? If you like the... you know, Virgil look and all that, then just go with that. So yeah, I would just go with whoever one you like. But if you're like, they're tied, then yeah, I think Saito is the way to go. All right. Oh, did I get Sanson? What? No, I don't see no Sanson. Finrir trying to will my my death into existence here in a video game. All right. Little damage as possible, but then still try to make some stars. Not that there's any stars here. I will say one thing that does make Theseus better in a solo is the fact that he does have a specific card type star absorb. So if you have all 5 cards, you're still getting a benefit, where Lancelot just doesn't have anything like that. Very hard to not rainbow chain here and actually make stars. I could just not make stars. Or maybe I just kill one and that's that. I don't know if his extra attack makes enough stars for this to actually be worth it, but... Alright, how many stars can I make here? It's also potentially worth it to throw this out. You whiff a turn of crit damage, but you come back sooner, and then you're way more likely to crit next. I guess not. I don't know. That's a very hard call. Nice try, Poi. $15 stars. Yeah, maybe I should have done the third skill. $20.40, and I can re-roll it if I want. $20.40 is not great. I could do our first skill, but I figure we're gonna need it. Let's see if we get lucky. I made it worse by 10%. Well, fuck you, game. I blame Arash for this. I really wish I could just, like, once you're level 100, I wish you could set the unit to be any level under 100. And same for NP rank. Because I already know the people from my chat are, like, just, they're not going to have, like, the command codes, like, and stuff. Like, that's how it always is. Also, this is already bullshit because, like, we're level 100 right now, but then we just got crit. I don't think Theseus ever got crit. Honestly, Theseus got stupid lucky with the dragon attacking and whatnot, but then I misplayed though, because I did not misplay. No, fuck off, dude. I misplayed with the stupid good RNG we got. Like, on average, we would have died sooner if I didn't do the invulnerability, so we just got really lucky. This is just bullshit though. Like, Theseus would already be dead. Like, I'm serious. On turn 2, if what just happened to Theseus would be dead. That's what I was saying with the variance just being huge. Oh, he might, I don't know, he might have like 1 HP or something. He might have like just a tiny bit, but like he'd be completely fucked. Wonder if I just rainbow chain. I'll take the 60s. But yeah, and I know this because I do this kind of stuff a lot. If you really want to get the average, you have to use both units like 10 times. You just have to sit there doing it with the unit over and over and over again because there is just so much variance, like especially with units that have no survivability. Like the variance is just huge. Dude, we've been crit 3 times. Okay, Theseus would absolutely be dead right now. See, everyone's like, oh, look, he's not doing as well, but it literally doesn't count. Like, Theseus, the guy would have, like, almost full HP right now if this had happened to Theseus. Like, it's just stupid. I don't know if I have the will to do this enough times to get any useful data, because... Like, because if you have survivability, the crit only matters if it's on the turns that your survivability is not there. So you're only rolling the dice on a few turns, right? Where when neither unit has any survivability, because let's say it was Lancelot or Theseus versus Fergus or something, then it's like fair that the unit with no survivability is more likely to get crit on any one of the many turns they have no survivability, right? Lancelot, though, is just getting exceptionally unlucky. Like we've been crit every single turn. CCs have gotten reruns. They've done that many times. So they just haven't done a lot of reruns lately. And then the 3 and 4 stars end up in the shop now. Well, we got a little bit further, but it's because we're level 100. But then we also got fucked over because we got crit 3 times in a row. And you know, Theseus had that turn where the dragon, you know, buffed 3 times and all that. So it's just useless data. It means nothing. But I do think in a solo, like Theseus's toolkit is better in a solo than Lancelot's. Now his stats are lower, and he doesn't have an upgraded NP, and you know, so on and so forth. But like there are 3, like Lancelot's NP is better, right? Like by quite a bit because it's upgraded, and in a solo the damage plus ain't bad, right? And obviously the art up is good. So Lancelot's NP much better than Theseus, unless you're fighting you know, Asterios or something. But Lancelot's NP is much better. Lancelot's stats are better, but Theseus's 3 skills are better because the star absorb being a certain color actually allows you to funnel those stars, right? And he does have more star stuff, right? So I think overall his skills are better, which is impressive. He's kind of like, I think Theseus is kind of like Kojiro in that you know, he's held back by his stats, but his kit's really good, so if you grail him, you're gonna have a really good time, right? But Lancelot's NP is noticeably better. Like it really is noticeably better. Like the art up is nice, the damage plus doesn't hurt, and then it's an upgraded NP, so it's just more damage, right? So it's winning pretty hard. The crit buff for Theseus is nice too, though, but I do think Lancelot's is overall better. Now, but Lancelot really is more of a team player, because, for example, Lancelot, if you're in a team, and this is huge, this is real, I think people that don't use Lancelot aren't going to realize this, but like, the thing about Lancelot is, if you're in a team setting, it is insanely easy for this guy to crit 3 turns in a row. It's nothing, right? Because you're not going to get all 5 cards. The Star Absorb is so huge that any card Lancelot gets is going to crit, even if you only have like 20 stars, right? Like, I use Lancelot a lot, so I've seen that. So what's nice about Lancelot is his art up, right? If you've got an art card, that art card is going to crit. So yeah, you don't get the crit up that Theseus does, but you just get an art up, right? Which is also still damage and then more NP gain, etc., etc. So that's really nice. But I mean, they're pretty comparable. Again, they have the same flaw where neither of them have survivability. I'll say this though, Lancelot is definitely more team dependent, right? Because the way his toolkit works, it just inherently is more team related. Because he also has no survivability, but the second skill basically does nothing unless you're in a team setting. And that kind of thing. I guess Lancelot does have, I think, a bigger battery. So again, in a team setting, that can matter. In a solo, it's not enough to make a difference. But in a team setting, it can. I think in a team setting, overall, Lancelot's better. But there's exceptions to that, right? Depending on what you're doing. And then Theseus is much easier to get, and that's pretty relevant. Doesn't even matter though, because Yagyu is better than both. And it's not close. It's just not close. The Yagyu is so unbalanced for like the units he's relative to. If you look at like Theseus now, Lancelot, Saito, Sitting Master, right? It's so unbalanced. Like Sitting Master is just so much better than them, because guess what, nerds? He has hard survivability. It's he still has damage up. He's got art up. He's got crit up. He's got attack up, right? And then he actually has evade. And then he also has massive attack down that helps him and his teammates, right? Attack down is essentially giving your teammates defense up. So he has a bunch of defense ups for his teammate, essentially, right? And then he's got, really, really good damage and stuff. I mean, he's just better than them for the most part, right? Like, unless you're doing like some specific farming thing where you need a certain NP gain or something. But yeah, he's much better than them. It's actually very frustrating to me, because I like, Sitting Master, Yagyu, I think he's cool, but I like Lancelot and now Theseus and stuff, so it sucks how much he steals Sir Thunder. It's getting late. Chat, I think I'm gonna wrap up here because I'm feeling kind of burnt. And I really want to use Theseus against Megalos and Columbus, but we'll just do that next stream. And so I'm like good and fresh because I'm kind of tired today. I'm recovering from that day where I only slept like 5 hours. I don't know what happened there. So I'm still a little out of it, but this is fun. I honestly had fun with the event. That final Grail front was almost awesome. It was just too easy, but the concept was actually decent. It's one of the first times that I was like having some fun with it. So, you know, if they fix the maps, it makes the maps less stupid. And also, please stop using that ugly fucking grid system. Like, it looks terrible, right? There's like fucking bright blue in the background is like literally, you know, just like some, you know, completely different color palette and whatnot. Like, please stop doing that. Yeah, if they make the maps more normal, like Fire Emblem or something, I think that would help a lot. But we'll see. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I do apologize. That was a little bit shorter of a stream than I wanted, but I find it's best if you're feeling burnt, you know, just wait and do it next time. But there's a chance I won't stream tomorrow just because I might be working on coup stuff. But I don't know. I might just, you know, take that slow and stream anyway. Yeah, I'll probably stream some, and then but I do want to get to work on that coup stuff, and it'll be ready tomorrow. Like I have to use these capsules obviously, but like if I use those 2 capsules, I'm pretty sure I would be 10 blue dust short. So I need to do 1 more, and I won't get those tomorrow. Yeah, 70, 80 if I use those 2. So that's the last one. I got everything. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of work making that coup video, but I've got some ideas. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I've been writing down so I don't forget. I've been writing down my ideas. So, oh boy, that's gonna be a lot though. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Honestly, this event was decent. It wasn't bad. But next time I stream, it'll definitely be FGO like 1 more time at least for like some more proper Theseus usage. But then we might go play some other games for a bit because FGO is probably not going to do anything for a while. And we'll maybe do the new free quest too. That's probably pretty hard actually. Anyways, take care everyone. Peace.